It is homecoming weekend on the campus of the University of Albany, and today the Great Danes looking for their first win in the CAA conference with a big crowd coming up here at Casey Stadium. Will host the Rams of Rhode Island, and they come in at 3-0. Hi again, everybody. Roger Weiland along with Michael Johnson Jr. and MJ, only 2 games in to the CAA schedule, but this is a Albany team that really wants to get things turned around today.
You're right about that, Raj. They've been outscored 71-18 in their first 2 CAA conference games here. Most recently, a blowout loss here against Stony Brook. But Jack Shields under center in the offense, first game since the Cornell game. Eager to see how the offense performs with him under center.
All right, let's start with their quarterback for Rhode Island. Really good coming in here in Devin Farrell. He's a Virginia Tech transfer. He's having a big season.
Yeah, he's balling out. Over 1,800 yards, 10 touchdowns, just the 3 picks, 112 rushing yards on the year. Jim Fleming's offense, they're not afraid to air it out. I have a funny feeling Devin Farrell, number 7 right there, is going to do that this afternoon.
And you mentioned Jack Shields. He's missed 2 games with the knee injury.
Yep.
Back today. What does that mean for the Great Danes?
Well, it means, I think, a more efficient offense. You know, that's not a knock on Colin Parachek. He did a good job, was more than serviceable, but over 930 passing yards this year. Good performances against Iowa, Delaware State, and New Haven. Eager to see how Shields gets the command of the offense again here today.
Well, he's going to face a pretty good defense in Rhode Island today.
Yep.
Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Matt Kearns. Matt, good afternoon, and let me just ask you about this Rhode Island defense. They appear to have several guys that can get to the quarterback.
That's right, gentlemen. Thank you very much. This Albany offensive line is going to have their hands full. This Rhode Island team is tied for first in the CAA in terms of sacks with 18. They've got 5 different players with multiple sacks, and their 2 edge players, Rohan Davy and A.J. Pena, are going to be a handful. Pena, a first-team All-American in 2024 with 12.5 sacks. He's got 3.5 this year. And Rohan Davy, the sophomore, with 5 sacks. He leads the conference. Another thing to mention about Jack Shields, I was watching him in pregame warmups. He does have a brace on that right knee, so that is something to watch out for. We'll see how close to 100% he is in this game, but the offensive line is going to have to do their best to hold up against this URI pass rush.
Yeah, and MJ, just the ability to maybe run the football today.
Yeah.
They only average about 80 yards per game on the ground.
Yeah, and if you got 3 guys who can do it, you got Reg, you got Woodell, and you got JoJo Uga, who still is the leading rusher, Raj, this season. But again, to your point, it all ultimately comes down to the 5 guys up front. That offensive line is going to have to block a lethal pass rush from Rhode Island.
And Matt, let me ask you, I know you did some homework on third down efficiency. How big of a storyline is that going to be here today?
You've got a great defense in Rhode Island, particularly on third down. They allow about 33% of a conversion rate for the opposing offenses, and for Albany, they operate at just over 26%, which is last in the conference. So the Great Danes are going to have some big game plans in terms of getting into third and manageable and then being able to convert.
And that is head coach Jack Fleming. Been around a long time coaching Rhode Island, and look, they had some lean years. Back in 2014, they were 1-11. 2015, they were 1-10. 2019, they were 2-10, and they've had winning records every season since. He's done just a tremendous job, and right now they're 5-2 and they're 3-0 in the CAA, and they're having a great season.
They're nationally ranked too, right? At number 16, heading into the FCS Top 25, and reigning CAA Conference Champions 2024. This is a good football team, and Jim Fleming's been at the a staple and a centerpiece of it. And he's a main reason why the success of this Rams team in recent years.
Yeah, I mean, remember going up against Rhode Island back in the day and go, oh, that would be that. You pencil that one in as a win. Now it's
Not
like
so
we got to play
now.
Rhode Island. They are that good and very talented on both sides of the ball. As you see the captains converging at midfield here for the official flip of the coin. And it looks like it was won by Rhode Island. And they will defer to the second half. So we'll see Jack Shields back in his first game in a couple of weeks. He's actually had 3 weeks because he had Albany coming off the bye week. That gave him an extra week. So really been 3 weeks since he has played.
Well,
so hopefully ready to go. A knee injury, and he had been playing pretty well up until that point.
And I want to see how aggressive they are on offense. The key to, I think, a Albany victory here today is how aggressive they're going to be on offense, because you take a look at Jared Ambrose. You want to see him get a big win here today.
And we talked a lot about the offense, and Jared Ambrose told the media after the Stony Brook loss a couple of weeks ago he was going to be more involved in the offensive room, if you will, and a lot more involved in the game plan, because he is the offensive coordinator. That's his forte, and he was going to get much more involved in what they were doing offensively. Scotty Marr,
a little good luck there.
Getting ready for the lacrosse season, and Javi Rodriguez and Mark Benson and everybody here. Homecoming, right? It's homecoming, and
good atmosphere,
I loved it. I love it on homecoming. You come in, and there's a lot of activity on campus, a lot of activity, a lot of tents, a lot of things happening. Bands playing, the pep band was playing, the marching band's playing. You get everybody having a good time. It's another really nice afternoon.
Beautiful
here for
fall
college
day,
football. The sun has gone down, and temperature about 60 degrees. There's 63 degrees and cloudy, but
perfect.
No rain today, and it's been a string of really nice weather home games here at Casey Stadium. And let's see what Albany has. They're coming off the bye. They're rested. Jared Ambrose said he really likes the way his team practiced this week, and they're happy to have Jack Shields back at quarterback. So we shall see.
Here we go.
Yep. Underway here is B.J. Norman is back deep to receive, and this will be Norman just letting that one sail into the end zone, and Albany will have it 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. There's also a little peep whispered in my ear and said, Roger, there's a kid named Keon Kenner. He's a freshman running back out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. You might see him today.
Oh,
let's see if that happens.
We're going to a 4th running back here. How about this? Going down the depth chart.
If you see number 27 coming in the game at running back, let me know.
All right. Keep the eyes peeled. But to start, looks like it's JoJo Uga next to Jack Shields in the backfield. This is a very key drive in this game. Jack Shields has not played since the first half of the Cornell game all the way back on September the 20th.
JoJo Uga opens at the running back spot right next to Shields. And they hand it to JoJo Uga, and he gets 2 yards to the 27. Again, a really good URI defense. A.J. Pena, the linebacker.
He's a stud.
I mean, FCS first team All-American last year. Here are the CDPHP starting lineup. And for Albany, I spent some time with the Albany Football Weekly Coaches Show with the offensive line. They were all on the show this week. Harris, Gastelum, Sepulveda, Gaffney, and Nixon. That is the starting group up front. And, of course, Shields at quarterback, and he's getting sacked back at the 23-yard line. And that is Case Mankins, the 6'3" sophomore defensive end.
Yeah, Mankins had just giant hole, gaping hole in the offensive line there. Shields tries to run up under, and emerge from the pocket, and he can't go anywhere. And it's a sack for a couple-yard loss.
And now you put Jack Shields in the Albany offense in a 3rd and long, 3rd and 11.
Well, who do you have back today? You have Carter Moses back too. Look for him and Caden Birdie perhaps as well. Your third down specialist here, especially 3rd and long.
That's Josiah Barrow going in motion. The snap to Shields, looks and throws, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Jordan Ray, and Trey Lubin right there in good coverage. It'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, Lubin's a good corner and has had some lockdown moments this season. That's outstanding coverage. Textbook 101. Turns his head, hand off the back of the receiver as the ball's thrown, and a 3-and-out for Albany. Worst case scenario. That is not what you want on the opening drive of the game, but see how your defense can respond against the Rams offense.
Angel Sanchez will receive the punt, standing back at his 35. Owen Lawson with the punt for Albany. And coming up is Sanchez, and he's got some room to run. And he's inside the 40 and down to the 30 and still on his feet and run out of bounds at the 22-yard line on the return. Angel Sanchez sets up Rhode Island in great field position for their first possession of this game.
Tell you what, too. This Rhode Island team doesn't make mistakes on offense, on defense, and right there on special teams. They're outstanding in the return game. Their kicker has not missed an extra point this year, and I don't even know if he's missed a field goal either on the season, Raj. You have to try to create turnovers and force mistakes, and this guy under center, Devin Farrell, is a really accurate passer, too.
Well, you can't get better field position to start the game than this.
No.
They're at the Albany 24-yard line after that return by Sanchez. And they're going to flip the ball back, and the run to a guy that carries it quite a bit, Antoine Littleton. He's a transfer from Temple. He has about he averages about 82 yards a game. He's got 6 touchdowns, and he gains 3 yards on first down. And the CDPHP starting lineup for URI with Farrell and then Littleton and Winowich and Barrow. That's the ball carriers that you'll see today. And then Connor Feiner is the tight end, and there is Littleton Jr. He is a redshirt senior. The wide receivers are led by Marquise Buchanan. We've heard of him before over the years.
Yes, we have.
And then Greg Gaines, also Abora Quarteng, a Sacred Heart transfer, and Omari Walker, the starting wide receiver.
You mentioned Marcus Buchanan, Raj. He had 6 receptions, 132 yards in a game 2 years ago at Casey Stadium. He's still a member of this Rams team. He is by far and away Farrell's favorite target.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, got the first down. Nice tackle by Nick Totten, but the first down by Antoine Littleton, and it'll set the Rams up 1st and 10 at the UAlbany 13-yard line.
And again, short field. So Rhode Island's going to do what they do best and try and take advantage of a gift, if you will, and a great return on the special teams with Sanchez.
Yeah, double tight ends over on the right side. Out of the shotgun, Farrell's going to throw it, and it's a touchdown in the end zone. Wait a minute. There was also a penalty flag down.
It's incomplete. That ball came out.
Greg Gaines was the receiver, and we're going to have a pass interference call, a push on the offensive side. I don't know if that would have been a touchdown anyway, but the penalty is against Rhode Island.
Pass interference. Offense, number 8. 15-yard penalty. First down.
All right, big penalty against Rhode Island there. 15 yards on Greg Gaines, the red shirt sophomore wide receiver.
Yeah, take another look. It's fade route, basic fade, and yeah, obvious shove. And he obviously, the ball comes out too, so it wouldn't have been a catch. And it's good job in coverage on the Great Danes. The part of Keandre Harris too, being with him step for step, and self-inflicted for Rhode Island. You're knocking on the door to score. Now you're 1st and 25, back even before you started.
Well, we said they don't make many mistakes, but they made one there.
Yeah, that's one that's very costly early.
So it's 1st and 25 back at the 28. They can get a first down at the 4-yard line. 4 wide receiver set for Farrell, and he is pressured and throws it away. I don't know what the ruling is going to be on that. It looked like it was a sack or intentional grounding perhaps, but that's good. That's good pressure by UAlbany.
Yeah, it is, because now the defense has some life and some juice there. In number 8, who was 99, and Macklin has the pursuit. Kylan Macklin, Obiago in there as well, but good job by Macklin wearing number 8 to honor the late, great A.J. Simon, making a play there early.
Should be a big stop by the UAlbany defense here.
Yeah.
If they can hold Rhode Island to a field goal or no points at all.
Huge success with them initially starting right at the 23-yard line, almost in the red zone.
2nd and 25. 2 receivers near side left. And they run a little wildcat here over on the right side. And boy, some success on that. The snap did not go to the quarterback. The snap went to number 15, John Boyles.
Yeah.
Who's a linebacker. And he rumbled his way for about 10, 15-yard gain there. And it's 3rd down and 11.
Creative play call. Yeah, you take a look and you look at the Rhode Island depth chart there. Yeah, John Boyles, or there's Alex McClellan. There's 2 15s. I don't think that was a quarterback. And
no,
Alex McClellan, that was John Boyles. You're right about that, Raj. A linebacker wildcat. Very creative from Coach Fleming.
3rd and 11 at the 14. Farrell pressured, in trouble, and down he goes. Back at the 31-yard line. That's Dylan Donathan, young man who has had a ton of injuries here at UAlbany, but when that young man is healthy, that's what you're getting.
Yeah, and they do a little linebacker blitz, right? And Donathan gets free, comes around the right tackle, and a huge play wrapping up Farrell's feet. He's a tough guy to bring down, and now you're going to go to a guy who's been outstanding this year for Rhode Island, Garth White. He hasn't missed an extra point, and his leg is plenty good from 47 here.
Yeah, spot the ball at the 38, so a 48-yard field goal from Garth White, the grad student. The kick is on its way, and it is good.
Wow.
48-yard field goal by Rhode Island with 10:21 to go in the opening. 3-0 lead. Hi, everybody. I'm Roger Weiland. Join me along with Michael Johnson Jr. every Monday through Friday from 10 to 1 for Big Board Sports on 104.5 The Team.
And make sure you start your day at 6 a.m. till 10 a.m. with DiPietro and Rothenberg right here on 104.5 The Team. Hey everybody, it's MJ here. Tune in every weekday from 3 to 4 p.m. for my own show, Open Mic.
Welcome back. Roger Weiland and Michael Johnson Jr., Jonathan Fry in the booth, homecoming, and a 3-0 lead for the Rams. There's the history, 7-5 in favor of Rhode Island, and the stat right below that, Rhode Island here at Tom and Mary Casey Stadium, 4-2. So they've had success coming in here to take on the Great Danes. Good job by that Albany defense, especially considering the field position that the Rams had to start that game to hold them to a field goal, and it was a 48-yarder too.
Yeah, Garth White is outstanding. He's one of the best kickers in the conference, and there he is, number 98. He'll be doing the place kicking all game. Extra points he hasn't missed. He's very good with field goals too. He buried it, but I think that's a win if you're Albany. This is a Rhode Island team that averages 384 yards per game on offense. They started at your 23. They went backwards because of a costly penalty on Greg Gaines' offensive pass interference, and it's 3-0. Your offense gets the ball back.
I mean, Albany's only averaging 14 points per game.
They are. Yeah, which is not going to cut it in the CAA. Like I said in the open, they've been outscored 71-18, Raj, in 2 games in the CAA against New Hampshire on the road and against Stony Brook here at home. So this being Game 3 at Jack Shields, I guess Matt Kearns let us know down on the field that there was some communication issues within Jack Shields' helmet. So they're hoping they maybe got it fixed after drive number 1.
Well, that would be nice, right?
Well, yeah. You want to be able to hear the coaches.
Hear the coaches and
not out
what
on your
the
own
play
there.
calls are, yeah. Well, you got 3 wide receivers set here. And Griffin Woodell in the backfield, and he gets the handoff, and Griffin Woodell carries out over the 30 to the 31-yard line. A hard run there by the Glens Falls grad. And picked up 6 yards. 2nd down and 4.
You'll take that. 5-6 yards, even 4. Per clip is huge to try and wear down our Rhode Island defense. It's really good. A.J. Pena is going to be everywhere. You look for number 8. He's sometimes used as an extra edge rusher. Yeah, he's going to be causing fits. Look at him. He just stands on the outside lurking.
Shields throws it, and wide open is Groves. He's got a 1st down and more out near midfield, and Groves was wide open on the far side of the field. An easy throw for Jack Shields. And at 1st down as Jordan Campbell runs him out of bounds.
Yeah, it looked like Rhode Island dialed up a blitz there, and Groves just runs a flat out to the left, and nobody picks him up in the zone coverage. Got about 5 yards of space, and a good job. Groves is probably the fastest receiver around this Great Danes team with Kylan Austin. He can fly.
And he has the most touchdowns, 2 touchdown receptions by Tavari Groves out of Montgomery Village, Maryland. To the 49-yard line is where they spot the ball, hand the ball off straight ahead to Griffin Woodell, running behind Max Sepulveda, and picks up about 3 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 7. A little bit of flow going here offensively right now for Albany.
Yeah, and Jack Shields, again, can change the dynamic of your offense. Athletic guy, played well on the road at Iowa. That's when we saw, all right, we see why he's QB1. And he's got to be feeling great, coming back into this football game, getting some game action for the first time in almost a month.
Joey Koch is in the backfield, 22. Handoff goes to JoJo Uga for no gain. Haven't seen a lot of Joey Koch at running back, but 22 was in on that set. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 7.
Again, another 3rd down. Rhode Island, very stingy. Matt mentioned it in his open. On 3rd down, they get after you. Opponents only have about a 33% conversion rate on 3rd down this season against Rhode Island. They will dial up some pressure if needed. And now I like you got Carter Moses in. This is one of those plays where he could be disguising as a blocker and could break out over the flat in the middle.
They're going to bring it here on 3rd and 7, and the ball is tipped, and the ball is interception. Shields is picked off by Allende Johnson. The redshirt junior cornerback comes up with the INT for the Rams.
Yeah, on a deflected pass, too. What does Rhode Island do on 3rd down? They bring pressure. That one is tipped first, and obviously it's a really, really tough play for Josiah Barron to try to even make that, to knock it down so it doesn't get intercepted. It's an outstanding job by this Rhode Island defense. Stingy and good, and you can see it. And yet again, they will have the ball at least at midfield for the 2nd consecutive possession on offense, and they got the turnover chain out on the sidelines there.
So off the turnover, 1st and 10 for Rhode Island at the 50. 3 receivers bunched up near side to the left. Hand off to Littleton Jr., and he's got close to 1st down yardage off the right side of that offensive line. Picked up about 9. Thomas Joe Camara with the tackle for the Great Danes. It'll be 2nd and 1.
A good gain, and Rhode Island, you're seeing more runs than passes early on, trying to test a Albany run defense, which is, it's no secret, has been the weakness of this defense so far this year.
And on 2nd and short, a missed tackle, and another 1st down, and that is Marquise Buchanan.
You can't allow him that much space.
And Rhode Island on the move again here in this 1st quarter.
Well, something's going to drive Jared Ambrose absolutely nuts, this missed tackling. And especially not even in the open field, but you got a guy on the sidelines if Buchanan. Look at this. You think he's going out of bounds, and he just stays up. Irv Wiggins Jr. doesn't wrap him up.
And we saw this from Stony Brook a couple of weeks ago, the up-tempo, no-huddle offense, and right back at it, and room to run to the near side left, and that is Littleton Jr. again. And another nice gain on 1st down. Cam Stodgill, Albany's leading tackler, with the stop.
And that's not good.
Stodgill. That is Stodgill. Here's another look. Littleton Jr. on the run, and that's just a hard hit.
Yeah, right near the head,
right
too.
At the helmet, yeah.
First the initial contact, and then on the ground, too, and we hope he's okay. Stodgill's been unreal this year, and he's close, nearing the tops and leading the team in tackles. He's everywhere. He's a dynamic linebacker. He's a local product, too. Hope he's all right.
Yeah, got Jay Geigers down there asking him to make sure he can move his legs, and that's what he's doing. And now he's sitting up. And nobody better than Jay Geiger and his staff.
Absolute man.
That's just a hard hit. Definitely some helmet contact in
clean,
there.
Clean,
but
yeah.
he got hit in the head.
He did. You would assume he's going to the tent
Yep.
to try and get evaluated after that.
I would think you're right there. And that is Jay Geiger right there with Cam Stodgill, the injured Albany player. Gain of 6 yards on the play. And Rhode Island is going to have a 2nd and 4 at the Albany 17-yard line, already up 3-0, and we're still in the 1st quarter here. So 2nd down and 4 for Devin Farrell. 6 foot, 195-pound redshirt junior at quarterback. And he keeps it himself, and he's got a 1st down. Down near the 10-yard line. See where they spot the ball. This might be a 1st and goal. Just outside the 10. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 11. 6:14 to go in this opening quarter for those who are also listening on the radio. As we simulcast, there's the handoff. Littleton Jr. just too easy. There's a penalty flag
Might
down.
be a hold, though.
He's into the end zone for a touchdown, but there is a penalty flag, which is going to be a hold, and this is going to come back. This should be a hold against the Rams, and no touchdown for Antwain Littleton Jr.
I would assume that's a hold. It might be getting the right tackle for Rhode Island, or right guard or tackle, either McMillian or Buxton, with a run to the right.
Holding. Number 7.
Yeah.
First down.
That's McMillian, the right guard, number 75. On the hold, run the stretch play to the right, sweeping motion. Usually there's a good chance, probably increases to over 50% almost, of a hold.
So it'll be first down, the ball at the 17-yard line of UAlbany. Shotgun formation for Farrell, 2 wide receiver set. And the handoff. And a couple of yards by Brandon Barrow, who had 111 yards last week against UNH. Thomas Joe Kamara with the tackle. 2nd and long coming up for the Rams, who are without question in field goal range again.
But
right?
look at this. I mean, Farrell's thrown 2 passes. I mean, they have run the ball 10 times so far in this game. They're trying to, in no huddle, Jim Fleming's watched the tape. He knows what has hurt the UAlbany defense.
And they stay on the ground.
Oof.
And good play there by the UAlbany defense.
Yeah, Kamara there, Balansima.
Yeah, Balansima, who's been playing injured, boy. He's got that hand
Yeah.
and the wrist injury that he's been dealing with. Give him a lot of credit.
How about
tough young man.
How about our boy Troy Berschwinger coming in on the linebacker blitz, too, to kind of almost assist Kamara on that one, too. Nice play call by Billy Nesselt on defense. And, yeah, this is a 3rd and 15. Last 3rd and long, UAlbany stepped up. Be careful dialing up pressure here, because Farrell he's been good against the blitz this year for Rhode Island.
Trips to the near side left bottom of your screen. Now an empty backfield, and Farrell throws and wide open over the middle and down to the 1-yard line, where it's going to be 1st and goal is Marquise Buchanan. And he was the one that was in the backfield and then rolled out of the backfield, cut right across the middle, and was wide open.
Yeah, zone coverage. I mean, it's too open. He just runs an in route. And he's got about, again, 3-4 yards. And now Rhode Island knocking on the door to be the first team to reach the end zone this afternoon here, Raj.
Yeah, 1st and goal, hand off Littleton Jr. No signal yet.
Think he's in.
It's going to be 2nd and goal from the 1.
And I will say, I think the UAlbany defense overall, despite it being short field, has played better, I think, to start in this game as opposed to against Stony Brook. The problem is you can't keep giving Rhode Island short field.
And the snap and the handoff, Littleton Jr. still not in.
Short again.
And it'll be 3rd down.
You wonder if you're Coach Fleming, if you don't run it again and try to go under center. I'm not sure why they're lining up in shotgun.
One thing I know they won't do is settle for a field goal here.
No, this is 4-down territory.
So now it is 3rd down and goal again. They'll try again from the 1-yard line. Littleton Jr. in the backfield. Farrell under center. Is it going to be a quarterback keep? Nope. They give it to Littleton Jr. And this time, no signal yet.
There it is.
There it is. Touchdown. Littleton Jr. gets into the end zone. Little delay there by the officials just to make sure. And they rule it a touchdown, and now a 9-0 URI lead.
Yeah, Rhode Island taking advantage of starting at midfield or better in both drives, and you're going to wind up with most likely 10 points out of it. And the UAlbany offense has stalled, and a turnover off the interception by Jack Shields is what the good teams do. They make you pay for the mistakes. That's what the Rams have done here.
White with the point after conversion. And the snap is good, the hold is good, and the kick is good.
I was going to say, don't want an announcer's jinx, but he hasn't missed an extra point yet.
3:15 to go in the opening quarter, and Rhode Island has jumped out to a 10-0 lead on UAlbany here on Flow Sports. Hi, everybody. I'm Roger Weiland. Join me along with Michael Johnson Jr. every Monday through Friday from 10 to 1 for Big Board Sports on 104.5 The Team.
And make sure you start your day at 6 a.m. till 10 a.m. with DiPietro and Rothenberg right here on 104.5 The Team.
Hey everybody, it's MJ here. Tune in every weekday from 3 to 4 p.m. for my own show, Open Mic. You can also catch New York Yankees baseball, Buffalo Bills football, NFL on Westwood One, Albany Sports and more on the Capital Region's home for New York sports, 104.5 The Team, ESPN Radio.
Another rock and roll weekend.
Burgers, better with Pepsi.
Albany's fall breeze is blowing. Keep your home warm with Reimer. Book your furnace tune-up today. Stay cozy all season long. 24/7 heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical services. Get Reimer on the horn. Call 518-978-HORN.
You fired up the grill for one hot dog? Seriously?
Hot dogs, better with Pepsi.
Back at Casey Stadium, Roger Weiland with you along with Michael Johnson Jr. Let's check in with Matt Kearns, an injury update on Cam Staccio. Matt.
We saw just a couple minutes ago, came off the field. He went back in. He went into the medical tent, was evaluated, came sprinting out with his helmet on. He was in there for the last few plays of that URI possession, so good to see him back out there again. Albany was pinned pretty deep back in their own territory, so we'll see if they're able to get a clean slate, have their veteran defensive back out there to make his presence felt.
That is fantastic news, Matt. Thank you for that update.
Yep. Staccio good to go, because you'll need him.
Now, what needs to be good to go for Albany here, down 10-0 already, is this offense needs to come to life and get into the end zone or get field goals. They need something to happen.
Yeah, only 26 yards, Raj, of total offense on your first two drives. That won't cut it, and that's going to be something that Jared Ambrose wants to see changed. Man, again, he was very involved in offensive meetings all week. Wanted to make his presence felt as the head coach, of course, and even on defensive meetings too. And see if this is a nice drive, get some first downs, keep this Rhode Island defense on the field.
Now they'll start at the 25. This will be their third possession of the opening quarter here. This is Albany's fourth home game of the season. They'll go on the road for the next two and then back home for two more. From the 25, two receivers to the left. One running back in the backfield next to the starting quarterback, Jack Shields. He's going to throw it on first down, has time, plenty of time. Now he rolls out, nobody open downfield. Well, the pass incomplete. The intended receiver was Kylan Austin and almost came down with that reception. There was nobody open for a while, and finally he was trying to go to Austin as Hibbert was there defending.
Yeah, it's a heck of a play by Lasan Hibbert, too, because that could have been actually caught. That was a nice play by Jack Shields to extend the play, move out of the pocket, but outstanding downfield coverage by this Rams defense, and their secondary is arguably the best in the CAA, part of the reason why they're unbeaten in 3-0 so far.
Good job by the Albany offensive line. I mean, giving Shields a ton of time to throw the ball. Now he's flushed out, rolling to his right.
I was going to say that's
penalty
a hold.
flag is thrown. The pass is complete to JoJo Uga, but a hold is going to be called on the Great Danes.
That's all day long on number 64 Jackson Nixon, because who's he dealing with? AJ Pena. So that was right in front of the official too, and that's going to be 10 yards in the wrong direction.
64, 10-yard penalty, second down.
Jackson Nixon, a freshman. Starting at right tackle, Gaffney's a senior, Sepulveda's a grad student, Gastelum a junior, and then Emmett Harris, who was the in-studio guest this week on the Albany Football Coaches Show with Jared Ambrose, local product from Shaker High School. Second and long, 2nd and 20, they're back at the 15-yard line. Shields with 4 wide receivers, going to dump it underneath to Norman. Norman gets tackled at the 21-yard line. And actually going to lose some yards on that play, and it's going to be 3rd down and longer.
Again, 3rd and long, shoot yourself in your foot with a holding penalty. What can you draw up here on 3rd and middle distance to give yourself a shot to be close to the sticks?
Yeah, he actually did gain 6 yards on that play. So it's 3rd and 14 at the 21. Austin near side to the right. Shields looking his way, trying to go to Austin.
Wow.
Nice catch at the 41-yard line. Great reception by Kylan Austin, the grad student out of Baltimore, Maryland. 1st down, Albany.
And just like I said earlier, how aggressive is this Great Danes team going to be? That's a gutsy throw, trusting your receiver in Shields.
And to the ground game they go on 1st down for a yard or 2. And here's another look at Shields, and boy, nice job going up and getting that one in traffic by Austin. Fearless on that reception.
Heck of a catch. Raj, actually, my mistake earlier. I almost swear I see Caden Birdie, number 19, down there. He's not dressed for the game today.
Birdie's out.
Yeah, Birdie being out. That was my mistake earlier. It's Birdie not being in is
I
a big
would have
loss.
corrected you, and I didn't hear you say that. Yeah, Birdie's out. I don't know
Moses
when.
back,
I don't know when or if he's going to be back this year.
Big loss.
He might be back, but he is injured as Shields finds room and enough for a 1st down to the 44-yard line of Rhode Island. This is a drive that Albany desperately needs here, down 10-0.
That it is. Jack Shields, good keep, up the gut. Smart gets down and dives, and for the first time, they're in Rhode Island territory.
Fakes the handoff, throws to Norman. Nice move. Norman down the right side, loses the ball, but it goes out of bounds. So it'll be Albany football, and that's another Great Danes 1st down. And this Albany offense piecing together a good-looking drive here.
Fortunate that ball is not another turnover, but yeah, without Caden Birdie, like you mentioned, Raj, and being hurt and missing significant time, other guys going to have to step up. Kylan Austin with a big catch there. Barron with some catches and yards after catch, too. And Norman as well.
Jordan Campbell made the tackle, but Norman also made a defender miss. Nice move by Norman. Nice run by Griffin Woodell. A pickup of 7 yards. That'll be the final play of the opening quarter. We are through the 1st quarter on the homecoming game for the University at Albany. And as we end the 1st quarter, you see the score. Rhode Island 10, Albany nothing on Flow Sports. And we're back at Casey Stadium. Everybody having a good time here in between the 1st and 2nd quarter. Some fans trying to win some money down on the field.
Yeah, trying to catch it.
Yeah.
That's not easy.
No.
Coming out of the jugs machine.
I think he did one, and then the second one he really had to make a pretty long run to try to haul in the reception. But
how do you think you do with that?
probably not too well.
All right.
If I have to run a lot, probably not.
What about the punt, pass, and kick? That's one that comes up next. They got to punt it, then you throw it from where it lands, and then from there you got to kick it through the uprights.
I think you would probably be better off at that than me, to be honest with you, partner.
Ah, well, thanks, Rog. I don't know,
Second,
maybe.
You're younger than me.
By a lot.
Yeah,
that's true.
I think
that's
so.
true.
So Albany here now with a 2nd down and 4 to start the second quarter. They're at the Rhode Island 22-yard line, and a big drive here to get points on the board as the Great Danes trail 10-0. Shields in the shotgun, and he's going to put it up. Has plenty of time, looking in the end zone, and it is caught.
Incomplete.
Incomplete. Boy, it looked like LaSalle Rose Jr. had it in the back left corner of that end zone. Good try, pretty good throw by Jack Shields. It'll bring up 3rd down.
Oh, it's a good route, too. It's a post route. Look at this. But, you know, some grabbing, too. Definitely a little contact, but that's a good play. That's clean. Just incomplete, and it's outstanding coverage again by Rhode Island. That's the Jack Shields we remember. Confident, good, deep balls down the field. He's not afraid to throw it.
Okay, we're going to take a look at that play.
I don't understand. What are they looking at, though? The ball was, it looked incomplete from here.
Well, let's see if we can dial it up again on our replay.
Yeah.
And see, I thought, originally it looked like LaSalle Rose Jr. caught the ball. That's what I thought. I didn't see him drop it, but there was no pass interference call on that play. So it must have something to do with whether he caught the ball or he didn't catch it.
Yeah, that's got to be what it is here.
Or did he have it long enough?
Yeah. Because they're looking at something. So it wouldn't be for a penalty.
All right, well, he clearly didn't catch the ball.
That's why I'm...
Clearly didn't catch the ball.
Are they looking for like a penalty? I mean, that's obviously incomplete. I don't know. But if nothing else, I was going to say that was a pretty quick review.
Well, let's listen in.
Yeah.
So they're really going to. It's.
Okay, well, if we could hear audio on that, we would be able to tell you what
I'm not sure I'm a good lip reader on that. The 3rd and 4, nonetheless.
I know one thing. This is it's got to be 4-down territory.
I would think.
For Jared Ambrose and Albany here. 3rd and 4, they got to pick up a 1st down.
And look for, Norman, Austin, Groves, Barron, LaSalle, Ray. I mean, you've already targeted 6 different receivers if you're Jack Shields. So without Caden Birdie, there's guys you can go to. And you have big number 84, Carter Moses. 3rd and short is his prime territory. And look at him right there. Watch him lined up in the slot to the left of Shields.
And JoJo Uga in at running back. 3rd down and 4. Moses goes in motion. They give it to Uga. He's got a 1st down.
Good play
and
call.
More. Down to the 16-yard line. JoJo Uga, tough guy to bring down. The sophomore from Hyde Park, Massachusetts, has a Great Danes 1st down.
I think that's an outstanding play call because you know what? Rhode Island is anticipating you're going to throw the ball. So if you're Jared Ambrose, all right, let's throw it right up the gut with JoJo Uga. Good job.
1st and 10 at the Rhode Island 16-yard line. JoJo Uga gets 4 yards and a few more. Nice run by Uga. Good blocking up front. Moses goes split wide to the right. 3 receivers near side left at the 16-yard line of Rhode Island. Empty backfield for Shields. Quick throw out to the right. That's Griffin Woodell. And Griff gets run out of bounds at the 11-yard line. A gain of about 4. And Andre DePena Gray with the stop for the Rams. Actually got about 5 or 6 yards on that little swing pass out to the right. 2nd and 6 from the 12-yard line of Rhode Island. Just underway in the second quarter. 2 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Shields back to throw, in trouble and sacked. They'll lose about a yard on that play back to the 16-yard line. Pressure was coming on Jack Shields.
It's just, he's swallowed up. Nowhere to go there, and it's Good pursuit. I mean, in the middle there for Rhode Island, number 92, Tosanak and Sherrill. Making some plays, too. Gets through Josh Gaffney.
So in the Reimer red zone here on a 3rd down and 10 for the Great Danes at the 16-yard line of Rhode Island. Shields shotgun, rolls out to the left, looks into the end zone and incomplete. Let's see if there's a flag. No flags. Going for LaRose Jr. again, and that was good coverage by Ayinde Johnson, and it'll be 4th down, and James Bozick will attempt the field goal here.
You're disappointed. You got to walk away with points here if you're Albany, but you're disappointed, I think. You had a good opportunity. Best drive of the day. You sustained a long drive, and to no avail, unfortunately. It's a good block by Carter Moses to help Shields scramble, though, and extend the play.
Spot the ball at the 23, a 33-yard field goal from Bozick, and the kick is on its way. Got plenty of distance, and it is good. James Bozick as providing some offense here in this one. The first point's on the board for the Great Danes, and with 12:54 to go in the second, it's now Rhode Island 10 and UAlbany 3.
Yeah, back to one possession, but pressure's back on your defense. Does Jim Fleming go more no huddle or not? And Bozick, new number and all, number 48. Raj, no problem from 33. That was good from, well, actually, that was closer than we thought. He snuck that into the right upright, but you'll take it. I was going to say it was plenty good distance-wise from number 40.
He had a couple of made field goals against Stony Brook,
Yeah,
too.
he did. Jared Ambrose, I think, still wanted a penalty on that last play in the back corner of the end zone. Still still pleading his case. The officials like, come on, guys. Didn't we see something back there? A little push and a shove. Don't think he's going to be successful, though.
Yeah, but you have that conversation so you get the next one.
Yes, that's what you do. Be like, hey, guys, come on, this and that. You work the officials. You've said it to me multiple times. That's a skill, to be able to work the officials to get calls in your favor.
Yeah, you can do it in a diplomatic way and see what happens the next time it's close. But now a 10-3 game. UAlbany gets on the board here. Just a beautiful fall afternoon for homecoming weekend. This place is rocking today.
Yeah.
With fans and festivities and the kickoff is going to sail to about the 1, and then they're going to have to go pick this up. Though it did get into the end zone. That was close, though.
Imagine.
That was close to not going into the end zone.
That would have been bad special teams if that. Whew. Always gutsy to let it go when you're standing 5 yards outside the end zone.
Yeah, that's Angel Sanchez, who had a nice return
He turns
earlier.
around, it's like, uh-oh.
Yeah, he said, I better go get that.
Or you sit at the 3-yard line. Much better to be started. And this is, what is this, the first drive of the game where Rhode Island has started back in their own territory. So, can UAlbany, take advantage? They've had it at midfield and at the UAlbany 23 for their first 2 drives.
They'll start at the 25. One man goes in motion. A little play action back to throw. Farrell wide open at the 40, 45, and running out of bounds at the 48-yard line is Greg Gaines, the redshirt sophomore, to pick up of 23 yards and a first down. Knocked out of bounds by Keandre Harris, but pretty open there. MJ was Greg Gaines.
Yeah, Greg Gaines really open, I would say, Raj, and he's already making an impact. Him and Buchanan, Farrell's favorite targets.
And Farrell pressured there and slides down for a couple of yard gain. Nice job by Jeremiah Pruitt, the linebacker.
Yeah, Pruitt's all over it. Nice pursuit.
Lost a yard on that play. Yeah, second down and 11.
I will say, UAlbany's been able to put a decent amount of pressure on Farrell. They've been doing a good job getting through the Rhode Island offensive line.
Yeah, Billy Nestle is dialing up pressure
he
today,
is.
not sitting back, that's for sure. And over the middle, and a receiver open for a first down to the 27-yard line. Denzel Patrick with the tackle, and that is Cortang with the reception and a Rams first down.
Yeah, our play action fake, slant over the middle. Man coverage just beats his guy, does Cortang. And Denzel Patrick off the line of scrimmage. And again, these receptions are a little too easy. And look at Rhode Island already in the blink of an eye is at UAlbany's 36-yard line.
Bora Cortang with the reception. First down to the 36. And they flip it back to Littleton Jr., and he gets 3 or 4 yards. They are able to run the football. Trey Alexander up front along with Damon McMillan and Thomas Buxton over on the right side. Balansama Kamara with the tackle, but a gain of 4 yards. Second down and 6 for the Rams.
Really, really good job by this Rhode Island Rams, team on offense. They're mixing and matching, run, pass. Look at what they keep doing. They keep doing that pre-step motion to try and throw off UAlbany. And look at this. Look out. There it is.
Farrell,
that's a
you
walk-in.
want wide open. That's a touchdown. An easy one to Greg Gaines, who was wide open. Nobody near him. A 32-yard touchdown from Devin Farrell, and the lead goes to 16-3.
Boy, how about that? That's and I saw it the entire time, and we kind of just looked at each other, Raj. Pre-snap motion, Gaines is unguarded all the way up the sideline. They kept doing that, and UAlbany had no answers for that pre-snap motion. That's a really good drive and really quick, too. That's the scariest part.
White will attempt the point after conversion. We'll get the numbers on that drive. But it was in a hurry with not much time gone on the clock on that, MJ.
No.
And wide open Gaines for the easy touchdown.
Yeah, it's just unguarded. I mean, you can't have that happen. Raj, that was 5 plays, 75 yards in 2 minutes, 17 seconds. That can't happen.
Prior to the snap,
there was a penalty
penalties
on the
decline.
play.
We'll try.
On UAlbany for jumping off sides. So White will attempt again with 10:37 to go in the second quarter. Rhode Island team picked to win the CAA conference in the preseason polls. And they are having a fantastic year so far.
Yeah, they're good. 5-2, trying to get to 6-2 here, trying to get to 4-0 in the CAA too. Cement yourself at the top.
And the extra point is good by White. 10:37 to go in the second, and Rhode Island has opened up a 17-3 lead on the Great Danes. And here is the replay, and it's just
that's
nobody
a
there.
walk-in.
Yep, no one guarding Greg Gaines, and the redshirt sophomore gets an easy one to make the lead 17-3. And again, you're putting the pressure back on this UAlbany offense that has struggled to score points.
Yeah, again,
they only average 14 points a game.
And
only
Rhode Island
only 80 yards on the ground. But you dig yourself a hole like this, and a lot of pressure on this offense to answer.
Well, that's been the problem. Jared Ambrose is trying to figure things out right now, probably because, again, his team feels like the score isn't as indicative of how decent they played, but you're down in a big hole again, and the way to get out of that is to chip away, and you got to go. You don't need 3, you need 6.
Yeah.
You need 7 on this drive. Jack Shields, I thought, piecing it together, 5 for 10, 64 yards, a couple nice big plays on the prior drive, but Rhode Island, again, is just doing what they want against this defense of the UAlbany Great Danes, and they've scored now on all 3 drives.
I will talk with UAlbany Alumni Association President Joe Bonilla coming up at halftime. A lot to get to with Joe on homecoming weekend as B.J. Norman will return the kick. And he's got a little bit of a hole to run through, and a penalty flag comes in late as Norman returns it to about 25-yard line. We'll see what the flag's about.
Free kick return on line number 10, B.J. Norman.
Normally it's an illegal block.
I was going to say, this
back.
is probably against the receiving team. Holding or a block in the back.
9 times out of 10, MJ,
Yeah.
That's what it is.
During the return, holding, receiving team number 6, half the distance to the goal, first down.
All right, wearing number 6 today is, I believe that's Mahar. Stephen Mahar.
Yep, wearing number 6 instead of 7, the backup tight end this afternoon.
So that'll put UAlbany's starting spot at the 8-yard line. 1st and 10 at the 8 for the Great Danes. their own 8-yard line. Long way to go. Let's see what they can do here with 10:32 to go in the second quarter, down 17-3. Three receivers to the right. Shields throws it to the right.
Oh,
and
well.
an incomplete pass to JoJo Uga.
I know you got to be careful that Albany doesn't get an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on that, too. After the play, Kyle and Austin going over, shoving someone to the ground. You don't want to be back at your own 1-yard line.
And actually, I think that was to LaSalle Rose Jr.
It was, yeah, number 11.
So second down and 10 from the 8. And if you don't get, some first downs here, you're going to give Rhode Island good field position again. And they've had plenty of good field position here in this first half. Shields takes the snap, looks underneath, incomplete. B.J. Norman in the intended receiver. Penalty flags down in the end zone. Looks to be maybe a roughing the passer penalty against Rhode Island.
Yeah, it looks like they might get number 95, Eris Bethea. As he hammered Jack Shields, Albany will take it because that was going to be 3rd down and 10 and a potential another 3 and out, staring him in the face.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Defense number 97. 15-yard penalty, first down.
Mankins.
That's Mankins, yeah.
Has a sack, but he now has that.
Defensive end, sophomore. Helps out Albany there. Here's the look at the roughing the passer penalty, and came in there late.
Yeah, Pena's there too.
Eight, Pena had him, and then Mankins with some extra on top of that, and that's what drew the penalty flag. So 1st and 10 now to the 23 for the Great Danes. JoJo Uga carries the ball for 2 yards.
They still can't get the run going as well as they want to, right? I mean, your leading rusher has 14 yards so far in this game, and that's, you on the offensive line at the end of the day, you want to be able to protect.
Albany has very few rushing touchdowns this year.
That's right. Uga has the biggest of the year in the win against Cornell, but outside of that, you can't really think off the top of your head too many.
2nd and 9, Shields feeling pressure. This is going to be short. He was pressured on that. The intended receiver was Austin, but short on the throw. That was because of the pressure that Rhode Island dialed up, and now it'll be third down and 9 for Albany at their own 24.
Yeah, they got right in the backfield in a hurry. Did they ever, Raj, this Rams defense, and forcing Shields to just get rid of it quickly, and it was right along the right tackle position. Jackson Nixon, he's had a little bit of a rough afternoon with the holding penalty, and they're coming after him with multiple guys.
Alex Reg in the backfield. 3rd down and 9. Norman comes bottom of your screen left at the 24-yard line. They're coming again with the pressure. Shields is able to elude it, head out to the left side and run for a first down. Nice job by Jack Shields to get the Great Danes out of trouble. He was in trouble, and he was able to get out and run for a first down.
Really, really good job by Jack Shields here. How does he not go down, too? In Rhode Island had 2 guys get hands on him. But Shields escapes on a 3rd and 9, one of the biggest conversions of the game yet. Keep the ball and keep your defense resting.
1st and 10 at the 41. And taking the snap is Simo. When number 9 comes in the game, it's a snap to Aiden Simo. And he gets about 3 yards, and then he'll come back out, and Jack Shields will go back in. We've seen that a number of times this year.
We have.
Good job by Jonathan Fry to recognize that the starting quarterback was out.
He's all over it. Simo took a big shot into the head area, though. That's why I was like, oof. He gets up. He's all good. And design run back to Joey Carino. Right throw back to him. He used to do that a lot. Now Aiden Simo. That's been 3 quarterbacks that have played this year with him, Parachek and Shields.
2nd and 6, Shields throws, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Austin again at the 34-yard line. Shields had time when he rolled to the left. Just can't make the completion, and there's the Simo hit.
And Shields, the fact that that ball was like a duck, it was, way off of a spiral down near the sideline, but it was almost hit the hands. Almost could have been caught.
Big play here for Albany. Down 17-3. And a timeout. That's how big a play this is. 3rd and 6.
Jared
Ambrose trying to get that first down and avoid punting the ball back to Rhode Island and keep this drive alive and see if they can get a touchdown out of this drive and make it a 17-10 game.
Yeah, Jared Ambrose is frustrated there, Raj. He thought there was some sort of miscommunication on his offense, but here we go.
And we'll take a timeout. 8:21 to go in the first half. With Michael Johnson Jr. every Monday through Friday from 10 to 1 for Big Board Sports on 104.5 The Team.
And make sure you start your day at 6 a.m. till 10 a.m. with DiPietro and Rothenberg right here on 104.5 The Team.
Hey everybody, it's MJ here. Tune in every weekday from 3 to 4 p.m. for my own show, Open Mic. You can also catch New York Yankees baseball, Buffalo Bills football, NFL on Westwood One, Albany Sports and more on the Capital Region's home for New York sports, 104.5 The Team, ESPN Radio.
At Broadview, supporting your quest to be your best is why we're here. And it's personal. You already do your best to meet life's challenges. Try your best. You've got this. You see the best in others and lend a hand. Wherever you are on life's journey, helping you be your best is the reason we're here. Let's get started. Learn about becoming a Broadview member at broadviewfcu.com.
At the University at Albany, we see greatness in you. There's passion and purpose, a fierce curiosity, ready to blaze big ideas and tackle the tough questions. We see grit, drive, determination. The University at Albany is home for dreamers and achievers just like you. The world needs greatness, and you are one of the greats.
Welcome back to Casey Stadium here on the campus of the University at Albany. 8:21 to go in the second quarter. Rhode Island leads the Great Danes 17-3. And Albany uses a timeout to set up a 3rd down and 6 play from their own 45-yard line.
Well, let's see what Jim Fleming does, the defensive coordinator. Will he dial up some sort of pressure? Look for number 8, A.J. Pena. They switch him on either side. Now he's going after the left tackle and Emmett Harris.
Albany has 3 receivers to the right.
Now
Ludell comes out of the backfield, empty backfield for Shields, who takes the snap, pressured, looks, throws, and it's incomplete. And the pass intended for Groves. Again, pressure on Shields. Didn't have a lot of time. Johnson defending on the play for Rhode Island. That'll bring up 4th down, have to punt the ball.
Jared Ambrose wanted a flag. It wasn't there. And again, Jack Shields can't hold on to the football that long because the pressure swarms in on him, and that throw was rushed, and it was forced.
Owen Lawson will punt from the 30. He's had an outstanding season. A little high on the snap. Lawson gets it and gets a nice kick in. Leg into that kick, and it goes, rolls out, hits inbounds, and then takes a kick out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Another nice punt by Owen Lawson. We're going to say a 38-yarder. It's right around a 41-42 average this year. And here comes that Rhode Island offense back on the field. They've been able to do a lot of good things here against the Albany defense in this first half. Thus the 17-3 lead.
Chance to really expand on that with this possession, and it's been a mix of run and pass. Farrell with 104 through the air. They got 39 yards on the ground, too.
Starting at their own 18-yard line, Farrell fakes the handoff, throws, and there he is again. Gaines wide open again, and making it all the way down to the 45-yard line goes Greg Gaines. He was the receiver who caught the touchdown pass, and he picks up big yardage there for a Rams first down.
Really a two-headed monster here with Buchanan and Gaines, kind of like A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, kind of like Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. That's what Rhode Island has on this team. You can go to Gaines. If he's covered, you can go to Buchanan. And there's Buchanan right there.
And gets 8 yards to bring up 2nd down and 2. I mean, a touchdown here before half.
It's, again, yeah.
And we have an injured Albany player down. It looks like it's Totten. If it's 30, yeah, that's Nick Totten.
He appears he's being a little bit of pain. Hope he's okay.
Hurt his shoulder.
Again, it seems too easy, too quick for Rhode Island on offense, doesn't it? Their ability to kind of move down the field rather seamlessly. They're sending guys all over the place. Albany can't stay with them. Need a turnover, it feels like. Need something on this drive or a stop.
Certainly feels like you can't let them have another touchdown here. Again, with the Albany offense not being able to really get anything going here.
Right. You're
digging yourself a really big hole, and one that you're going to have a hard time climbing out of.
Yeah, you don't want another Stony Brook. And again, that total now, they have been outscored 88-21 in these games in the CAA so far. And Raj, that's only 2.5, not even 2.5 games. And not trying to harp on this Albany team because this game's not over, but you're going to have to wake up defensively. And offensively, the drives are stalling out. You're lacking those big plays. I mean, Jack Shields with 9 incompletions. That Rhode Island defense made it tough.
2nd and 4 for Rhode Island at the Albany 49-yard line. Littleton Jr. runs through a big hole. Gets tackled by Stodgehill, but a first down to the 42-yard line. Gain of 16 yards by Littleton Jr. Their leading ball carrier, transfer from Temple. He has 6 touchdowns on the season. 1st and 10 to the 42 of Albany. One running back in the backfield next to Farrell. In motion goes Buchanan, back to throw, Farrell, ton of time, going to Gaines, and that is a touchdown. Gaines has it, 42 yards out. Greg Gaines, his 2nd touchdown of the first half, and it's now 23-3 Rhode Island.
How about Gaines making the play at the end, not drawing offensive pass interference, which he has earlier in the game, and I saw it right away, too. That's a perfectly thrown ball, too. Spiral, and Gaines right in the chest in the center of the end zone in the air and stride.
And all kinds of time to throw the ball.
And again, another quick drive, and now you're up 3 touchdowns. Still with 6:38 to go in the quarter, Raj. Rhode Island averages 384 yards of offense. They're trending in that direction again. You take a look at this, too. 4 plays, 82 yards, minute 32.
Yeah, so a minute 32. The last drive was what?
2:17.
2:17.
Yeah.
It's just big play. One big play after another is what's happening.
Devin Farrell is 8 of 9 for 179 yards and 2 TDs. Only 1 incompletion.
White's point after conversion is
miss.
Good. 6:38 to go. And it's all Rhode Island at the moment. They're up 24-3 here.
Yeah.
And they have certainly quieted this homecoming crowd. And there's a big crowd here today.
It was a really nice crowd.
And it's just a perfect weather day. And it feels like a really big crowd for homecoming today. And Albany right now with a lot of work to do to get back in the game as you are looking at that crowd at Casey Stadium.
Yep.
And they haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here for their Great Danes.
No. Albany trying to hopefully change that, but they just have not been able to so far. It's silent down there, and again, you mentioned it, Raj. Our guy who's at every game tries to rally him up with the pom poms, right?
Albany has.
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
He's everywhere.
He bleeds the purple and the gold, Raj. He's all over it for these fans here, but there hasn't been any of that. It's been Rhody, as they say. Rhode Island is rolling here in this afternoon. Albany, this 6:38 is crucial. Can you stop the bleeding, and can you get into the end zone on this touchdown drive? And I think they're more than capable. Robert's running the football is key for this offense, and they just have not been able to do that at a high level so far this afternoon yet again. Forcing Jack Shields to throw. Rhode Island knows he's going to throw. Well, that's not going to help your case.
JoJo Uga fumbled it, and then we'll have the ball at the 25, right? Or is that going to be at the 4?
As I say, does that? I don't know. I'm still working on the rules because he dropped it. Is it where it happened?
Well, the official is standing at the 4-yard line.
Yeah,
I think
this
that's
is
for you, Albany, to answer your question.
Yeah.
They answered the question. Yes.
It's gone from bad to worse here.
Now they started their last drive at the 8-yard line. Now they're starting this drive at the 4-yard line. Griffin Woodell in the backfield in the end zone. And Shields is in the end zone taking the snap here. 1st and 10 from their own 4. And hands it off. Woodell has a hole. Still on his feet. Out over the 20 to the 23-yard line. Nice run by Griffin Woodell.
Plays like that provide a spark. You know, if he took it to the house 96 yards, would have ignited this place. But that's a good run by Griffin Woodell. Nice cut, lateral move, and breaking some tackles. That's the Woodell we know.
It is, and it's some good blocking up front by the UAlbany offensive line. And they give it right back to Griffin. He's got a big hole off the right side, over midfield, and run out of bounds at the 46-yard line of Rhode Island.
It's like they ran the same play. And it worked to perfection, and just like that, UAlbany has life in offense.
Well, 2 big, long runs by Griffin Woodell has UAlbany in Rhode Island territory at the 47. That is a 42-yard run right there by Griffin Woodell.
Yeah.
And this is what we saw a couple of years ago when he was the Rookie of the Year in the conference. He was hurt last year. He's been healthy this season. And boy, could UAlbany use a touchdown here to end this half, to have some confidence that they can get back in this game. Penalty flag is down. Shields going for Rose Jr., LaSalle Rose Jr. to pass is incomplete at the 5-yard line. Jalen Neal covering for Rhode Island. We'll see what the flag is. It's a procedure call, motion penalty against the Great Danes. So 2 big runs by Griffin Woodell, and then they took a shot with the pass downfield. The penalty is against UAlbany.
Illegal formation, offense. More than 4 players in the backfield. 5-yard penalty, 1st down.
All right. Well, that's penalty number 3 for the Danes on the afternoon.
Totten is questionable return with a left shoulder strain. 1st down and 15 after the penalty, back at their own 48 for UAlbany. 4 wide receivers in the game. Handoff, Uga tackled at midfield.
Ball carried by 0, JoJo Uga.
Moses Muse, the linebacker, 53, who came into this game with 62 tackles. He had 19 tackles this year, Muse did, against Western Michigan. 19,
only 19.
19 in one game.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
2nd and 13 at the 50-yard line for UAlbany. Shields stands in that pocket, looks over the middle, underneath, complete, and a 1st down to Barrow, and a gain of about 15 yards. Needed 13, got 15. 1st down, Great Danes.
Yeah, and Barron with it's right to the chest, going down. That's a good strike. That's the confident Jack Shields we need to see what happens. It's night and day when he's got a little bit of time in that pocket to throw. That's a good ball. Coming out, and the release is perfect. Quick release from Jack Shields, similar to Colin Parachek, who replaced him.
This UAlbany offensive line has done a nice job on this drive.
They have
opened up some holes for Griffin Woodell, and that time they gave very good protection to Shields.
This needs to be a touchdown, this drive. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Handoff, Uga straight ahead, inside the 30, down to the 29-yard line.
You mentioned the O-line, Raj. I mean, right there to center, Max Sepulveda might have blocked 2 guys to create that hole. And boy, and we got a lineman down, it looks like.
'59 Gastelum is sitting up. He is the left guard. He did a great job this week on the mic'd up segment that we do every week.
Yeah. Those are good. I enjoy those.
He's a very funny young man. And I hope he's okay. And he's now being helped up. And
there you go, Kev.
Looks like.
Or Luis. Yeah.
Luis Gastelum.
Gastelum, yeah.
Looks like he's going to be okay. Going to try to work through that injury and get himself back on the field. A gain of 6 by JoJo Uga. And it's going to be 2nd and 4 for Albany at the Rhode Island 29-yard line. 4:11 to go in the second quarter. Looking forward to talking to my halftime guest, Joe Bonilla, Albany Alumni Association President Extraordinaire.
There you go. You're the master. How many halftime interviews have you done over the years at the University of Albany?
Well, I don't know.
Now you're number 30.
This is my 30th year of doing play-by-play for you. I got a certificate, by the way. And
you did?
Yeah.
You did?
Yes, I did.
Well deserved, my friend.
Thank you.
Well deserved. You have withstood the test of time yet again.
2nd and 4 at the 29. Handoff, Norman on the reverse. Norman cuts it back and gets tackled at the 8 to 27-yard line.
He got a yard.
He picked up a couple of yards there, but going to bring up 3rd down and 3.
Initially looked like a loss. You'll take the forward progress on that one, but 3rd and short. Albany's converted their last couple 3rd and shorts. Now, do they run it here, Raj? Is that remember it was that 3rd and 6 with Uga on the drive that led to a field goal. You ran it. You've showcased you can run it with Woodell. I think that's Reg they've gotten there next to Shields.
I think it's Carter Mose this time.
Oh, I like that. Get the big fella here.
3rd and 3 at the 28 of Rhode Island. And they give it to Reg, and he's got a 1st down.
Well, Moses was used as a blocker.
Moses was in motion and put a nice block there to help Reg pick up a Albany 1st down. Just about to the Reimer red zone here. John Boyles, the linebacker, is down. Here's the run by Reg.
Yeah, Boyles was the one who tackled him. Remember, Boyles was the one who had that direct snap, the Wildcat.
Yeah. I saw last night in our highlights, I'm sure you were watching the late news last night, MJ, in the Troy High game, Troy scored, and they put an offensive lineman the quarterback carried the ball to the 1. So it was 1st and goal at the 1, and they brought an offensive lineman. They snapped it to the offensive lineman in a shotgun, and he went into the end zone.
I was going to say almost like a tush push. No, they just go right to the lineman.
Right to the lineman.
You love when you get the big fellas involved. That's always exciting.
Jordan Canzeri, the head coach at Troy High. A little props for that. I like
Former
that
Iowa Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Jordan Canzeri, right?
So 1st and 10. Boy, Albany, how many times have we said Albany needs a touchdown?
That's non-negotiable, though, at this rate, right? I mean, it would be
3:09 to go. Clock moving. Second quarter, down 24-3. 1st and 10 at the 23 of Rhode Island. Shields going to Moses, and it's tipped and picked off, and Moses was open. Instead, the result is Muse with an interception. Moses Muse, again, the ball deflected, 2nd pick of the game from Jack Shields, and that's the end of that drive, and Rhode Island gets it back with still 2:49 to go.
It's just, it's a dagger. It's a crushing turnover
and
on
watch
this sequence.
Moses here. I mean, Moses is wide open in that ball. We'll see who it was deflected, who got the deflection at the line, and then 53 with the pick. And that's the young man I was talking about, had 19 tackles against Western Michigan. He just comes up with a big interception for his team today.
That was huge. Huge for Rhode Island, and there's no other word. It's crushing, defeating for Albany. That was probably their best drive. They were matriculating the ball down the field. 56, good job by our production team letting us know was the deflection for Rhode Island. That'd be Dante Bishop.
Littleton Jr. on the ground for about 3 or 4 yards. 2:40 to go. It's been all Rhode Island. 2 interceptions by Shields. Both times the ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 7 at the 34 for the Rams. 2 receivers to the left. Marquise Buchanan near side right. And they're going to Buchanan, and he's open, and he still has room to run after the catch all the way down to the 39-yard line of Albany before Danzel Patrick makes the tackle for the Great Danes as we come up on the 2-minute warning, and wide open over the middle.
Nobody there. Slant, and it's 2-minute warning, and too easy yet again. Rhode Island going, driving, trying to score again.
And a timeout, 2 minutes to play in the first half. All Rhode Island at the moment, up 24-3 on Albany on Flow Sports. Back at Casey Stadium, 2 minutes to go in the first half. Rhode Island up 24-3. They have it 1st and 10 at the Great Danes 40-yard line. 3 wide receivers in. They hand the ball off to Littleton Jr. off the left side for about 10 yards down to the 30-yard line. Running behind Christian Smith, the grad student, and Brock Bethea, the left tackle, 305 redshirt senior. Donathan with the tackle. And it's 2nd down and 1, a 9-yard gain to the 31-yard line. Littleton Jr. again, big hole off the left side. He's got the first down, still on his feet, and thrown out of bounds at the 13-yard line, and that's going to be a 15-yard penalty on Denzel Patrick.
He just broke like 3 tackles again. I know it's frustrating. I know you're getting beat pretty bad here at home on a homecoming, but, I mean, there's no need to do that at the end of the play.
Number 2.
That's on Denzel Patrick.
Well, we saw that.
So that's 15 more yards tacked on to the run.
I mean, are you at the 1-yard line at that rate? Yeah, close. No, you're at the 8.
1:24 to go. And Rhode Island looking for another touchdown to add on here before half. And Littleton Jr. just pounds his way straight ahead behind Trey Alexander, the redshirt sophomore center. And he gets inside the 5 down to about the 4.
Well, Albany, just look at Jared Ambrose. He's halfway towards the 20-yard line. At Albany, he just had a player. I think Cam Stachel was just body slammed to the ground, and the officials didn't see it.
So it's 2nd and goal at the 4. Inside a minute to go. Farrell looks open, touchdown. And Rhode Island's just pouring it on here, up 30-3.
Probably 31 with how Garth White is as a kicker. I mean, he could be down 4 touchdowns with 49 seconds, and I would probably just get this thing to halftime. I mean, is there, with 49 seconds to try to score if you're Albany. Good play, though. Again, what'd they do? Pre-snap motion.
Yeah, that's the tight end. That's Connor Finer, the redshirt senior tight end, wide open. And here's White with the guaranteed point after conversion that will be good. And it's good. 49 seconds to go in the second quarter, and it's Rhode Island 31 and UAlbany 3 here at Casey Stadium.
Danes with just no answers, Raj, here today. And, White's 10 of 11 for 209 yards and 3 TDs, almost a perfect passer rating in QBR. Littleton with 73 hard, yards on the ground as well. Total offense, they have 286 yards already in the first half to UAlbany. UAlbany does have 195, but nothing to show for it with just the field goal on that drive. In the turnover, that could have been the final, all right, we've got a shot to come back here.
If that ball doesn't get tipped and Moses is wide open,
you're inside
over
the 10.
middle, you're probably looking at a 1st and goal for the Great Danes. And again, still a long way, a fight uphill, but a touchdown there would have been huge.
It would have gone a long way.
The second pick of the game off the deflection.
Yeah.
And then they come down and score, and now it's 31-3.
Very, very tough.
This is going to be a nearly impossible deficit to overcome the way the UAlbany offense has been rolling this season.
Not going to be easy here.
But I'm sure Jared Ambrose will be aggressive here, right? Down 31-3. Try to make some big plays, and they had big plays on the last drive.
Yep.
Norman's going to bring it out. He's at the 15 and still trying to find some room to break one through, and he gets tackled at about the 19-yard line with 41 seconds to go. I mean, you go back to that last drive, Griffin Woodell had 2 long runs.
I just saw Woodell go into if that was Woodell, go into the tent down below. So I don't know if he's getting evaluated for a potential concussion, but I think that was Woodell.
Well, Matt Kearns will have a question or two with Jared Ambrose in 41 seconds.
That he will.
As we head to halftime here.
102-21 is now the number being outscored in CAA games so far in just 10 quarters of play for this UAlbany Great Danes team.
1st and 10 at the 19. Shields back to throw. There's Carter Moses. That's a 1st down to the 32-yard line. They'll get to the line of scrimmage. No huddle here. Stop the clock to move the sticks, if you will. 1st down and 10 at the 32. Shields back to throw. Penalty flag down. We're going to have a hold on the Great Danes.
I respect the still going for it, too. I got to say, not rolling over just yet and taking a knee. But that won't help.
Down.
It's a hold on, I believe, 64. That would be Nixon.
Yeah. The
freshman, and a 10-yard penalty against the Great Danes. 23 seconds to go in the half. Halftime, we'll talk to Joe Bonilla, Alumni Association president. We'll have, obviously, highlights from the first half, a lot of Rhode Island statistics, analysis from UMJ.
Yep.
Jonathan Fry in the booth, as always.
Absolutely.
1st and 20. Back at the 22. And Shields throws, and it's complete for a 1st down to Groves at the 45-yard line. They got about 28 yards on that throw, and the clock now stops with 14 seconds to go. Nice throw by Shields.
Yeah, good job by Groves. Couple yards after catch as well, and getting out of bounds alertly. You think he realizes right here, I got to get out, as he cut in instead of cutting out towards the sideline.
Jordan Campbell was the last to get to him for Rhode Island. 1st down and 10 for the Great Danes at their own 44. Groves now goes in motion. Lines up on the right side. Back to throw. Shields over the middle. Incomplete.
Nope.
I think Moses was the intended receiver, but they weren't on the same page there where the ball was supposed to be, and it'll bring up 2nd and 10 with just 9 seconds to go So probably two more snaps of the ball, and we'll be to halftime.
Hail Mary, maybe?
Yeah, might as well just throw it as deep as you can.
Well, maybe
run
one more play, right? Because don't you still have...
Yeah, I don't know if he can throw it in the end zone from here or not.
No, you got a timeout, so just go over the middle, get a chunk play. Probably get it to the 45-ish, have Shields heave one up.
Shields throwing it to Groves and out of bounds at the 37-yard line. Nope. Didn't catch the ball. They roll it incomplete.
Really? That was tough.
And there's only 3 seconds to go. 3 seconds left in half. Here's a look. Shields going to Groves. Yep, they bobbled it and never secured the ball. Incomplete pass. That was the right call.
Good call by the official who was right there to see it. And now it's just going to become increasingly difficult for this Albany team to just, you're asking Jack Shields to heave a ball 64 yards.
Yeah.
66 yards, actually, rather.
So Albany uses a timeout here.
56. My math is off.
Very long, MJ.
Very long.
Throw it as deep. It's like.
Could you get it there 56 yards?
No.
Lefty. You're lefty. We're both lefties. No. How far?
It's like in golf. It's like how much club do you need? As much as you got in your bag.
Right.
That's how long it is. Just whatever you got.
Yep. Absolutely.
And it doesn't get any easier for Albany either. At Villanova next week and at William and Mary the following week.
Until you're back home here, I think it goes
and
then Bryant,
Villanova
Towson,
was, last I checked, Villanova was destroying Hampton.
Yeah, they're just about as good as Rhode Island.
Yeah, they are.
And yet William and Mary, which is a long trip. You got the flight there, then you got Bryant and Towson here at home.
Are the top 3 teams right now in the CAA? Rhode Island, Villanova, William and Mary?
That's correct.
Yeah, they might be.
Yeah, that is correct. And you're dealing with the best right here. Have they not proven that they're probably the best team in the CAA conference in this first half? Wow.
So last play of the quarter, and there's a fumble, and Rhode Island recovers as the clock runs out. And we'll head to the locker room here, and this is a Rhode Island team that is like celebrating right now with the way they played in this first half. They take the crowd out of the game, the big homecoming crowd, and both teams go their separate ways, but on the scoreboard, it's been one way, and that's been the way of Rhode Island here, up 31-3. Let's go down to the field. Matt Kearns with Coach Ambrose.
Thank you very much, guys. Coach, what's your message going to the locker room here?
We got to rebound in the second half. We got to put up a fight on defense right now. We're owning the time of possession. We're running the ball pretty well. We're not doing enough in the red zone. 2 turnovers, can't have it, but it's got to be better.
Thank you, Coach. I appreciate it. Raj, MJ, back to you guys.
All right, Matt. Thank you.
Matt.
And, got to be better. 2 turnovers hurt. No doubt about that. Only 3 points on the scoreboard.
And you heard him. They are winning the time of possession by 3 minutes, yet you're trailing by 28. So things have to change and see what his message is. And will you see, like, Stony Brook, it was a close game. They took it to Albany. Can Albany just be a different team coming out of the locker room? We'll see.
All right, we'll come back with our halftime show here on Flow Sports. 31-3, Rhode Island on top of Albany.
Now let's go out to Iowa, where the Albany football team is getting ready to face the Hawkeyes in the 2025 season opener.
Going to Iowa was a really, really good experience for us. There was a lot of energy in the building, and it just kind of gave us all the power in the world to go out there and compete. Going into that game, what I did know was that there's a children's hospital that was right behind the stadium, and after the first quarter, you know, the whole stadium turns and waves to the children.
It was unbelievable. I didn't think you would be able to see the kids in the hospital through the window, but they were right there waving right back at us, and being able to wave at them and spend that moment with them was amazing.
It's kind of cool that we're playing against a team, but just for that split second of time, we get to both like join in together and for one cause, and just to make the kids happy. It's just truly cool to see that there's stuff that's bigger than football.
Seeing how their program has that kind of connection with their children's hospital, it made me want to be able to have a similar impact here in Albany. So last week we got a chance to go to the children's hospital and spend some time with some of the kids, and it was really nice.
You ain't, you know.
Being able to put in so much work on this field and chase our own dreams, and then be able to share that with other people and brighten somebody else's day just by doing what we love is always an awesome feeling. And especially those people that we met, just how happy they were and how grateful they were just to see us. And I'm sure they didn't know, but how grateful we were just to be there and see them too.
Samantha's inspired me the most because she's missing out on her senior year in high school, and when we walked into her room, she had the most vibrant smile out of anybody in that entire building. And it showed me how much strength you can have, and it's something that I'll take with me for the rest of my life as I continue to grow.
When teams like this come in to visit the kids, it's a great distraction for the kids. They're often here for a couple days at a time, so it's very fun for them. They get one-on-one time with the teams, whereas at large games or something that they may not even be able to go to, they wouldn't get that one-on-one time.
Have a good one.
Take care.
Good luck to you, dude.
All right, so I'm gonna say UA, and then you guys are gonna point at the camera and say you know. I'll do it with all the guys first, so you kind of have an idea how it goes.
It means a lot to the kids and the families. Many times the kids can't even get out of bed while they're here, and so to have special people come and visit them is really nice. Even today, we met a lot of star athletes in their high schools, and so to have a big name team come and visit us is really special.
You know.
And it's incredible to see the nurses and doctors that we came there to just inspire kids and make them happy for one day, but they come in and do it every day, and it's cool to see like the relationships that they have with the kids and just trying to make it feel like a home away from home.
I can't imagine what it takes to be able to do that every single day and put other people like that before you and in that manner every day.
Thank you to the nurses and doctors at Albany Med, and thank you to the people who have dedicated their lives to helping others.
And a big thank you to the nurses and doctors over at the Children's Hospital and all the people that dedicate their lives to help others.
halftime at Casey Stadium here on Flow Sports, and Rhode Island in town, and a big lead here at homecoming, 31-3 over the Great Danes. I'm joined in the broadcast booth by our good friend Joe Bonilla, Albany Alumni Association president. Joe, good to see you.
Great to be here, Roger.
Great to have you here, and this is your weekend.
This is our
right?
weekend here.
I see all the alums. I can walk the hallways out here, and I see
That's right.
more players that are back, and you've packed the house here.
We
today,
have.
So.
And you get alums from every different year for the last 60, 70 years are all here, from class of 55 up to the last class right now.
How do you keep them connected?
Again, there's so many different ways that we try to keep alums connected to the university. Like, obviously, homecoming is a huge event.
Yeah.
We bring so many different people to campus, affinity groups, folks who are just like, they have that love of the university right here. So we're so happy to bring them back this weekend.
Now, when I came in today, there was all kinds of activities going on here. So the planning stages for today, that doesn't happen overnight either,
No,
does
not
it,
at
Joe?
all. Not at all. But months of planning for one big weekend, and certainly we've had events since Thursday, Friday night, tonight, all night, and even tomorrow as well. So there's a lot that goes into it. We have an incredible staff that does that here on the university.
No question. And I take it the social media has become a big deal, right?
Yes, absolutely.
With connecting, like over the many years, social media has become, as you know, a really big deal. Yeah. And how has that worked within the alumni to keep everybody together?
Sure. I think in the past, obviously, you had class years that were important. So obviously, we're celebrating the class of 1975, their 50th anniversary tonight. But more in the affinity groups about, obviously, their experience here on the campus, whether it was political science or public policy or chemistry, any of those actual groups, we want to bring those back in, and that's what we're seeing much more resonance on social media for that as well.
Yeah, for sure. What are some of the things that you are, as the president, working on right now as you look towards the future here at Albany?
So we have over 200,000 alums all across the globe, right? And they're in pockets in California, and Illinois, and Wisconsin. We have obviously the Albany men's basketball game at Marquette in a few weeks. So we're trying to connect with all these different groups of alums all across the country and all across the world. And so we're doing events, whether they're hosted by alums or hosted by our Alumni Association, to be able to connect them back here to Albany.
Yeah, so there's the football game today, obviously, homecoming. What about some of the other sports that you try to connect as well, like the Big Purple Growl?
Big Purple Growl is a big one.
There's several others that I know will bring alumni back to the 518, and everybody can get reacquainted.
Right, whether that's basketball or lacrosse, again, there's something for everybody here at Albany.
How many on your staff, Joe? To make this happen.
So put it this way, the alumni,
or in your group.
So the Alumni Association staff is a small but mighty team. It's only 6 or 7 people, but they do an incredible amount of work all throughout the year, and especially right here for homecoming, we couldn't do it without them.
All right, set me up again for this week. So you said the festivities started on, we'll say, Thursday.
Yeah.
What has happened Thursday and will happen through the game and into tomorrow?
Sure. So there were affinity groups and dinners that were on Thursday night. We had Friday night, the unveiling of the Republic Records Music Hall by Monty and Avery Lippman, who were both from the class of 86 and 88. We had some events. We had a welcoming reception over at Alumni House last night, and certainly all day today for homecoming. And then, again, there are official events that happen through, obviously, homecoming, but we want to encourage folks, again, if you have friends from different class years or you were dorm mates, come back here to campus or come to Albany just to be able to experience this excitement.
I'll tell you one thing, there are a lot of proud Albany alums.
Yes, there are.
There really
the
are.
The purple and gold bleeds deep.
As I've been doing play-by-play here for 30 years now with basketball and football, and when we go to different areas, say Marquette coming up, and you see the Albany alumni come to support, you know how large it is.
Yes, and again, based on what we're doing with athletics, but even academically. I mean, for example, Albany now has a Nobel Prize winner in chemistry, right? Which is huge, right?
Huge.
And it all comes back here about the value of the degree.
So the point is, it's not all connected to sports.
Right, correct, right. It's a mix. It's a good mix. It's a good mix.
So keep up the great work.
Of course.
Great to see you.
As always, Roger.
And let's see if we can come up with a good second half.
I hope so.
All right?
I hope so.
Because they got a lot of work to do, Joe. Halftime down 31-3. We'll come back. We'll show you how the first half went, and it went really well for Rhode Island. They have the lead. We're back with more at halftime on Flow Sports. Roger Weiland, Michael Johnson Jr. I say it's halftime here at Casey Stadium, 31-3. It's MJ been all Rhode Island in this game. And let's take a look at some of the first half highlights. Again, the Rams came locked in and ready to go
They
today.
did. I have a funny feeling it's going to be a majority of these highlights are Rhode Island, Raj. And look, they were able to run the ball for about 73 yards on the ground. Their kicker, Garth White, doesn't miss.
48-yard field goal.
Yeah, buried it. He made all 4 extra point attempts, too. And Devin Farrell, of course, spreading out to Buchanan, also spreading it out to Greg Gaines, of course. And they have just been so efficient on offense. And that was a walk-in touchdown
that
for
was
Gaines.
too wide open for, I'm sure, Jared Ambrose's liking, and Billy Nestle, the defensive coordinator here. And there again, Gaines gets in behind the defense. Nice throw by Farrell and the touchdown. And they just had it all rolling. They throw to the tight end there. That's Connor Finer, the redshirt senior. They could do no wrong in this first half. Nick Totten with a nice tackle there. He got a little dinged up on that play. But Farrell, whether it be through the air or on the ground, he didn't have enough of that.
No.
That was Donathan there with the sack. Groves had a nice first half for Albany. Continues to have a nice season. And Bozick with the only points of the first half, a 38-yard field goal from James Bozick.
Snuck it in there.
Snuck it in there, and that's where Albany is at. Just 3 points in this first half, down 31-3. We'll come back with more. We're at halftime here on Flow Sports.
Being a returner has been a great privilege on this team this year. I feel like I'm able to help the guys kind of get up to speed because I know most of our plays, most of our actions, and things like that. So when people are having trouble, I can kind of help them. I feel like that's also put me in a big position to be in one of the leadership roles this year. Since being a returner from last year, obviously I know what's going on. I know the expectations from our coaching staff, and most importantly, DK. So I can kind of help, like I said earlier, get the guys back up to speed. And when they're struggling, they kind of lean on me. And I do my best to help them and push them in the right direction. This year's group, I feel like, is definitely exciting. I feel like we're definitely going to be one of the more athletic teams and skilled teams in the America East. But that doesn't take you as far as you want. I feel like from last year, we learned that we have to finish games, we have to compete, we have to rebound. And I think in our team this year, we have all those qualities. I'm definitely excited to see what we can do. And yeah, practices have been good. I'm just ready to get out and compete with the guys.
Yeah, Amir Lindsay coming off a great season a year ago, MJ. Glad to see he is back, but we have to familiarize ourselves with a lot of new faces in this upcoming season. But I will say this, the season right around the corner, Dwayne Killings has been more excited about this team than I've seen him on any of the other teams. They're bigger, more athletic team that he's had in his tenure here at UAlbany.
Yeah, year 5 for DK, year 2 for Amir Lindsay. He was outstanding as a freshman, and we noticed that, wanted to see him. With the day and age of the portal, you never know what guys you can retain. You and I both said to each other, you hope Lindsay's one of them. Good to see him back. How about 10 new guys for this Great Danes team? 5 returners, including Amir Lindsay. But yeah, safe to say on paper, they're going to stack up pretty well, I think, in the America East. We'll see.
Well, we'll talk to DK coming up next week. And
yeah,
in fact, he's had some guest speakers that have been in town to talk to his
team.
Yeah,
John Fanta, who's works for NBC, college basketball analyst and announcer, was in town. Had nothing but great things to say about the Great Danes program on Tuesday.
Very high expectations this year in the preseason polls in the America East Conference come out next week. We'll see where they have UAlbany slated. We'll come back, second half ready to go. Rhode Island up on UAlbany 31-3 on Flow Sports. All right, back at Casey Stadium. We're about a minute away from the start of the second half, 31-3. How about some scores? You want some scores? We got them for you, my friend, around the CAA conference.
Let's take a peek.
And look at Villanova. Ooh, 56-14, putting a hurting on Hampton today. Monmouth all
big
over
win.
Stony
Wow,
Brook.
Monmouth pretty decent
and we know how good Stony Brook
They put up 40 here at home against UAlbany back on October the 4th. Yeah.
And UNH in a low-scoring affair at the half at Campbell. And Elon leads William and Mary 14-10 at halftime. UAlbany goes to Villanova and to William and Mary. What we call the road ahead for the Great Danes.
Look at that.
There you go.
Little road trip to the state of Pennsylvania and Virginia.
All right, here are the stats. What do you make of the stats, MJ?
Well, to me, it's
more even than the scoreboard.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is the total yards are close, and UAlbany has more time of possession by about 3 minutes. Yet you're down 28. Here's the difference in one word of that first half: turnovers. That is the key for me, and the multiple interceptions by Jack Shields, 2 of them, the fumble at the end of the half, which didn't end up meaning anything, but it's still a turnover on the stat sheet too. Yeah, UAlbany's got to clean it up, certainly, and try and get their way back. Here's the problem. Guess who starts with the football? Rhode Island to start the second half. See how it plays out, but you're down 28, it's an uphill climb.
All right, and Nick Totten, just an FYI, Nick Totten is back in the game. He left with a dinged his shoulder, but he is now wearing number 34.
Yep.
So, FYI.
Keep an eye on that, 34.
And we like Nick Totten a lot. He's a great young man, like his family. Saw his family across the way at an establishment that we like to have some food at after UAlbany games.
Oh, all right. There's quite a few of them, huh?
And, got a chance to catch up a little bit with Nick Totten's parents. Anyway, he's wearing number 34 here in this second half, and Rhode Island's going to get the ball first. And This will be a, now when you're down 31-3, your defense needs to be locked in to get stops, and your offense has to score points. You can say it's still early in the game, but you're down 31-3. It's not early.
I wouldn't say it's early anymore, being down 28. I think I need to see more pressure if I'm Albany. Remember at the beginning of the game when you were getting to Devin Farrell? That was working. Dial up some blitzes, especially if you can force Rhode Island to get to some third down attempts here early.
They'll start at the 25, and yes, Devin Farrell. It's pretty good. And he throws to Buchanan on first down. Denzel Patrick, nice job. Solo effort over there, and I think that's Totten over there, 34 as well. Nick Totten, Denzel Patrick, and there's no gain on the play. See what adjustments coaches have made at halftime.
Right. What's that cliche saying? Games can be tales of two halves. Well, if you're Albany, you're hoping it's a complete polar opposite here in half number 2, and it's going to start with getting some stops and eliminating big plays.
No gain. 2nd and 10 at the 25. 2 receivers to the right. Fake the handoff. Pressure is coming. Gets away. Farrell throws, and that's gains.
Wow.
Complete to midfield and a first down.
I mean, effortless. He's backing up and throws it 30 yards on a rope.
I mean, they're coming with a safety blitz here.
They are.
With Thomas Joe Kamara. He misses him. And then, open receiver.
Whether you
big completion, first down to midfield.
Doesn't matter whether you blitz or don't blitz. They're coming after. It doesn't matter. They're going to make you pay down the field, Rhode Island. And right there, Farrell just made that look easy. That is not an easy play. Going backwards and throws it to Gaines over the middle.
So 1st and 10 at midfield, and the handoff on first down for no gain. That's Gabe Winowich, the redshirt freshman.
Rhode Island 2nd down.
Just has to be stops here by the Albany defense if they have any chance to get back into this game.
You're already at midfield.
There has to be stops.
Yep. Do whatever you can and try to rip the ball out on play. You got to do whatever you can. Get desperate here to get the ball back.
2nd and 10. 3 receivers on the bottom of your screen. Split wide to the right. Rolling right is Farrell. That's complete to Winowich, and a great individual effort by Cam Stodgill to make the tackle and a gain of just a couple of yards, and it will bring up a 3rd down here. So can Albany get a 3rd down stop and get their offense on the field?
This would be a good opportunity, and that's a good job. That's good pursuit of the football and good tackling by our guy Stodgill. Good to have him back, huh? Healthy out there, but it's a 3rd and long.
3rd down and 7.
And I expect Jim Fleming to send somebody in motion. I'd be really surprised if he doesn't.
Winowich in the backfield.
He didn't.
The snap to Farrell. Has time. Throws wide open Winowich. He's going to go into the end zone unless somebody can catch him. And he cuts back and he's going into the end zone. 47 yards on a touchdown pass to Winowich.
It's not going to stand, Rod. You got a block in the back.
Penalty flag down.
Wow.
Whoa. Man, but the point is, Winowich wide open on the left side of the field. And penalty flag is going to help Albany on this one.
Wow, I mean, a gifted back, but I mean, that could have been so ugly. That was close to being 38-3 on a big play right there.
And even then, the foul is from the spot of the ball.
Yeah,
so
it's still first down.
It's still a wide open play, and you got the ball at the 19-yard line.
I mean, look at this. Farrell, just nobody goes with him on that play. Not at all. No, nobody goes with number 20, Winowich. And there's the block in the back right there on Buchanan. He doesn't commit many penalties. That was a little bit of a costly one there, but Rhode Island can still get it in, only 18 yards out.
And the handoff running to the left side. Inside the 15 down to about the 14-yard line. That is Terrence Campbell with the carry. Donathan with the tackle, a gain of 3. 2nd down 7. And that long pass play came on 3rd down. Chance to get a stop and force a punt. 2nd down and 7. Campbell again inside the 10 down to about the 9. I think he'll have enough for a first down, and you're looking at a first and goal for Rhode Island, depending on where they spot this ball. Yep, that's at the 9-yard line. I guess it's 3rd and 1.
And that brings
3rd and 2. Okay. 3rd down and 2 at the 10. Campbell remains in the backfield. Devin Farrell gives it to him, and that is a first down. Patrick with the tackle at the 6. And now it is 1st and goal, Rhode Island.
Yeah, and again, a lot more the same. You're just moving the ball down the field.
Coach Fleming has gone to his backup running back.
Yeah,
he's taken his
starting to take out starters up
He is.
28, and could be soon to be 35.
1st and goal at the 7.
At what point does Farrell come out, too? Something to keep an eye on as well. Maybe next drive, they score.
It's a penalty against the offense. Illegal procedure motion call against the Rams. They've had some penalties that they'll need to clean up moving forward that have been costly, or this score might even be more than 31. All right, let's go down to our sideline reporter, Matt Kearns. Matt, what do you got?
Thank you, guys. I was able to speak with Coach Fleming at halftime. I asked Coach, your defense has forced multiple turnovers. What was the key? Was that part of the game plan? And he gave credit to the aggressiveness that his defenders have been playing with, batting down balls, keeping their hands in the passing lanes, not making it easy for Jack Shields and crew. And then offensively, it has been the Gaines show. He had 2 touchdowns and only 4 receptions. They've been able to sling the ball all over the yard. So Albany still having trouble stopping them here in the second half.
Thank you, Matt. And here's the replay of the pass to Connor Feiner. And he gets down to the 7-yard line. It's 2nd and goal from the 7 here in the 3rd quarter. Rhode Island trying to add on to a 31-3 lead.
Add a little insult to injury, and I don't see Devin Farrell in the game, Raj.
No, this is our guy here, 15. Snapping it to, I'm going to assume he is a linebacker, although
that was looking, I mean, well, John Boyles or it's the quarterback, Alex McClellan.
Yeah, that might be the case. I mean,
yeah, I think it is.
There's 2 15s.
There are. That is definitely a quarterback. Built based out of
It's probably not the linebacker that we identified him earlier.
That's all right. It's the same number. It's hard to tell.
It's the same number.
Yeah. Boyles was on defense earlier and did get banged up on a play.
So 3rd and goal from the 5.
Wonder if they're looking left. You've got 3 receivers set up to who's left? Maybe a screen pick play.
Well, Farrell's back in.
Yeah.
He's in the gun. They were looking to Feiner, the tight end, and that's a one-handed grab, and it's a touchdown. There's a penalty flag down. It's a one-handed grab by Feiner in the back of the end zone. And let's see who the penalty is against if that touchdown will stand. Looks like it's going to be against Rhode Island.
Boy, Fleming's going to be irate if that's 2 touchdowns negated by penalties.
Offside. Defense, number 13.
Count the touchdown.
Penalties decline. Touchdown.
Yep. So it's a touchdown to Feiner, and he makes a nice, fine, one-handed grab, my friend.
Whoa.
And now it's 37-3.
Well done. Fine. I'd say I see what you did there, but that's better than fine. That is that is incredible.
Yep.
One-handed catch
and
into that, and Feiner starting to step up.
Irv Wiggins Jr. right
But
there.
that's a size mismatch. Well, here's about as sure of a guarantee as you can get. Garth White. Yeah, he's about to be, going for 18 on the year at extra points, and he bears it.
So the lead now balloons to 38-3, and we've got a timeout. 9:04 to go in the 3rd on Flow Sports.
9:04 remaining in the 3rd quarter of play. Timeout is called on the field. And now, fans, it is time.
It's 6 a.m. till 10 a.m. with DiPietro and Rothenberg right here on 104.5 The Team.
Hey everybody, it's MJ here. Tune in every weekday from 3 to 4 p.m. for my own show, Open Mic. You can also catch New York Yankees baseball, Buffalo Bills football, NFL on Westwood One, Albany sports, and more on the Capital Region's home for New York sports, 104.5 The Team, ESPN Radio.
At Broadview, supporting your quest to be your best is why we're here. And it's personal. You already do your best to meet life's challenges. Try your best. You've got this. You see the best in others and lend a hand. Wherever you are on life's journey, helping you be your best is the reason we're here. Let's get started. Learn about becoming a Broadview member at broadviewfcu.com.
You get yourself to class. You show up for meetings, at home and at work. Your flex is making time for yourself and your community, no matter what. Soon, CDTA will introduce its biggest flex yet, with added mobility options that let you bike, scoot, and share. Wherever you go, however you choose to get there, you can count on CDTA. We're here to keep you safe and the region moving forward.
Hi, everybody. I'm Roger Weiland. Join me along with Michael Johnson Jr. every Monday through Friday from 10 to 1 for Big Board Sports on 104.5 The Team.
And make sure you start your day at 6 a.m. till 10 a.m. with DiPietro and Rothenberg right here on 104.5 The Team.
Hey everybody, it's MJ here. Tune in every weekday from 3 to 4 p.m. for my own show, Open Mic. You can also catch New York Yankees baseball, Buffalo Bills football, NFL on Westwood One, Albany sports and more on the Capital Region's home for New York sports, 104.5 The Team, ESPN Radio.
So 11-play drive for Jim Fleming's team on offense, 75 yards, 5:56 used on the clock, and another touchdown to extend this lead to 38-3. All Rams here on homecoming Saturday here at Albany, and they would be spoiling the homecoming of the Great Danes.
Yeah, they have already.
And White with the kickoff. And this will be B.J. Norman from the 9. Leg tackled about the 27-yard line on the return. And the Albany offense with just a field goal to show for itself today. We'll get the ball back with 9 minutes to go in the third quarter.
From the 26-yard line. First and 10, Great Danes.
Raj again. Hate bringing up this stat and this number again, but you've been outscored in CAA games. I mean, just look at the grand total right now. I mean, it's about 109 to 21 right now. This is the discrepancy in those games.
LaSalle Rose Jr. breaks free on a wide receiver reverse. Picks up 25 yards. Good chunk there by LaSalle Rose Jr. Didn't he catch that touchdown pass at Iowa?
Oh,
right?
yes, he did.
That's the one touchdown that he has on the year.
You mean when they were leading at?
It's not. Think
second
back
quarter?
at that. They had a lead at Iowa in the second quarter.
Oh, they did.
And you came out of the Iowa game.
Yeah.
Very encouraged by the way the Great Danes played.
How could you not? They were up 7-6 in that game.
First and 10 at the 44. Shields keeps the ball himself. Fake the handoff to Griffin Woodell. Picks up a few yards.
Carried by number 3, Jack Shields.
And all you can do now, if you're Albany, is just play hard and try to limit the mistakes and, put together some drives here and get some touchdowns up on the board. How about that, right?
Look, you're right now, you Albany under Jared Ambrose, they don't quit. They don't give up. They play for their coach. You see it. You're at the practices, covering his team, being around this team in practices. Like, they still fight no matter what, and that does say a lot about the character of guys around this team.
2nd and 7 at the 47, and Shields is going to be sacked back at the 43-yard line, and he took a hit, too.
Ball held by number 3, Jack Shields.
And guess who? A.J. Penna.
Jared Ambrose is letting his side judge here hear it, and he had LaSalle Rose Jr. open with a step down the field.
Here's the sack. Here's the pressure. And A.J. Penna. We're calling him A.J. Pena.
Yeah.
That's his 4th and a half sack on the season.
He's a beast. Guy's been with Rhode Island all 4 years, one of the best defensive players in the CAA.
6'2", 243. A.J. Pena with the sack. Play action. Shields looking, and it's incomplete. Penalty flag, though, and pass interference. 2 flags on that play. The intended receiver was Tamari Groves. This will be pass interference against Rhode Island. And I tell you what, just thinking about Rhode Island, their program, what a great job Jack Fleming has done.
He's totally transformed them.
You know,
the culture and the winning performances.
I call him Jack. It's Jim Fleming.
You've been calling him Jack the whole game?
No.
All right.
But Jimmy, I read those stats off back in 2014.
Pass interference, defense, number 21. Ball be placed in the spot of the foul. First down.
MJ, they were 1-11, 1-10, 2-10. And then ever since 2019, winning records every season
says a lot.
Since.
Yeah.
For Coach Fleming.
They've been very good.
Rhode Island.
The games, this is my 4th year calling games with you. Every year they play Rhode Island, it's competitive, and it's not easy. And they are, and Albany basketball will play at Rhode Island too, in November as well.
Shields on first down, gets run out of bounds for maybe a yard gain on the far side, and that was Johnson. Yinde Johnson, the redshirt junior, at cornerback. No gain on the play, actually lost a couple yards. Second down and 12 for Albany, still looking for their first touchdown of this football game. And they're at the Rhode Island 46-yard line.
One positive, too, is that you have been able to move the football on this Rhode Island defense, because you had over 228 yards of offense in the first half. Just the points have not shown up for it.
Shields throws one out. Griffin Woodell is open in the flat, and he's still on his feet. And Griffin Woodell inside the 10, down to the 5, touchdown.
Wow.
Griffin Woodell.
How about that?
Into the end zone for a Albany touchdown. Nice run after the catch by the Glens Falls grad of 46 yards.
That was big time, and hey, how about a bright spot there, Woodell? And you send Carter Moses up on a wheel route to take away 2 defenders, and that frees up Woodell. You talk about yards after the catch. Made it look easy when there were guys he had to beat. Good blocking, too, by Barron. Josiah Barron, nice job blocking here. You'll see number 4 come into the picture here right at the end, and he helps clear that path for Woodell into the end zone.
Yeah, pushes Trey Lubin right out of the way there and said, "You're not going to deny me the end zone." And then I said they were looking for their first touchdown, hadn't scored one. They got one. And the point after is good by Bozick. And with 6:05 to go in the third, the Rhode Island lead is 38-10. And we've got a timeout on Flow Sports.
Great Danes football. We're joined by the head coach, Jared Ambrose. We'll talk to the players, and we'll look ahead to the upcoming opponent. You can also watch it on the Albany football website.
Choose to get there. You can count on CDTA. We're here to keep you safe and the region moving forward.
Hi, everybody. I'm Roger Weiland. Join me along with Michael Johnson Jr. every Monday through Friday from 10 to 1 for Big Board Sports on 104.5 The Team.
And make sure you start your day at 6 a.m. till 10 a.m. with DiPietro and Rothenberg right here on 104.5 The Team.
Hey everybody, it's MJ here. Tune in every weekday from 3 to 4 p.m. for my own show, Open Mic. You can also catch New York Yankees baseball, Buffalo Bills football, NFL on Westwood One, Albany sports, and more on the Kappa Region's home for New York sports, 104.5 The Team, ESPN Radio.
You fired up the grill for one hot dog? Seriously?
Hot dogs, better with Pepsi.
8 plays, 5 plays, 74 yards, 2:55 on the clock, and a touchdown for Albany, their first of the game. 46-yard reception by Griffin Woodell.
The 2023 CAA Rookie of the Year, that is, Griffin Woodell. Good to see.
6:05 to go in the third. Next week, Rhode Island is home to Bryant.
Yep.
And they're going to head into that game with a 4-0 record.
Well, barring the unforeseen, of course, of course, right? Unless now, in all seriousness, like it would take probably a miracle to come back, but that's a good sign right there. Albany, like I said, give them a lot of credit. They're not giving up. They're not going to fold, and this doesn't look good.
This is coming back because a penalty flag has been thrown as Bozick makes the tackle on Sanchez. James Bozick makes the tackle, but there was a penalty flag thrown, so this usually means an illegal block in the back by the return team.
In the return, holding, receiving team.
Or that.
Number 55.
Sometimes there's just a reason that the holes are so big.
Yeah.
And the guy is running wild into the open field.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what the Albany defense can do here. Still 5 to your point. There's still 5 minutes to go and 6 minutes to go here in the third and an entire fourth quarter to play.
Yeah, and can you force a 3 and out? Can you get the ball back quickly at all? Could you make this at 31?
Why don't you look at that stat right in front of you and tell me how many times has Rhode Island punted the football today?
Oh, wow.
And I don't know that they have.
No, they haven't punted once.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. Rhode Island has not punted the football in this game.
Yeah, and no offense to the punters, but when you're not saying their name, that usually means your offense is playing really good. That's a holding.
Flag is thrown there.
Tell you what.
Gabe Winowich runs for 6 yards, but that's coming back.
Jim Fleming is not going to be thrilled. His team has committed a lot of penalties here in the third quarter.
Well, I do think they have a lot of fresh bodies in there, too.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, I think the day is over for Antoine Littleton Jr. and Brendan Barrow.
Yeah, I would think so.
It's been a lot of Campbell, who's a freshman, and actually Winowich is the redshirt freshman, and Terrence Campbell as well. I think some of the starters are already out of this game, but the starting quarterback is not. And that's Devin Farrell. Hands the football off to Winovich, and a nice play by Albany. That is Jeremiah Pruitt. Pruitt with the tackle. Second and long coming up for Rhode Island. Couldn't have asked for a better weather day, and honestly, the festivities, Albany did a great job, and talked to Joe Bonilla, the president of the Alumni Association, halftime. Everything just flowed beautifully today, and a lot of the activities around homecoming have been happening since Thursday. A sack by the great Danes.
That'll help.
Macklin breaks in there, and he's wearing the number 8 of the late great A.J. Simon, who left us so early.
Yeah, it's
every time I see I bring his name up, it's so hard.
It's absolutely brutal.
It really is.
Gone way too young, and he will. He's gone but not forgotten here with this Albany, and I love that when Greg Gattuso was back here installing that. Jared Ambrose continuing on. It's a great way to honor him.
Somebody on the defense wears number 8 in his honor every single game. Winowich not going too far. Again, the Albany defensively getting after it, and let's give credit to Obiagu on that play. Number 97 and Troy Berschwinger. So fourth, now we're going to see a punt. 4th down.
You jinxed it.
We got the first punt of the game.
Cue up the name.
The punter is James Allen.
Not to be confused with big game James Allen.
Well, those who are from our area, there's a sports writer, high school sports writer that we have on our show a lot. His name is James Allen.
Yep.
And Groves on a nice return after the punt, and Albany is in Rhode Island territory. Still 3:30 to 3 to go. They're going to start at the 34-yard line. Hey, things get interesting. You're not wrong if all of a sudden you score. You got to score quickly.
You just got a 3 and out.
There can't be any long drives.
No, you have to score quickly. But if this is 38-17 and you get the ball back to your offense starting in the fourth quarter, I don't know. If they can get this game to 38-24, Rhode Island might start to tense up a bit. This is the key right here. You're starting at the 35. You've got the ball back. Got to see a touchdown on this drive.
At the 34 of Rhode Island, Shields fakes, throws, complete. Austin pushed out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and a first down pushed out by Johnson. First down, Great Dane stops the clock with 3:25 to go in the third. Been an active day, though, for Allende Johnson in that secondary for Rhode Island. First and 10, Albany at the Rams 22. Shields, quick throw. Jordan Ray, he's looking for Moses, and is that picked off? There's a penalty flag down. A little trickery play there. Throw to Jordan Ray, looking for Moses in the end zone or at the goal line to try to get a touchdown, and I like the play call.
I don't think that was caught on that either way, but
either
is a flag.
Either way, there is a flag down, which would be pass interference on the defense, right?
You'd have to assume, yeah.
Not easy to guard Carter Moses.
No.
Pass interference, defense, number 22.
Yep.
Ball will be placed in the spot of the foul. First down.
All right, pass interference is the call. There's the quick throw out to Jordan Ray, and he was trying to go to Carter Moses. Nearly picked off, but again, pass interference on Rhode Island. It's on Justin Carsell. So it's first and goal for Albany at the 5-yard line, trying to get their second touchdown of the game and back-to-back touchdowns for the Great Danes. Griffin Woodell in the backfield. He has the lone Albany touchdown in this game. 2 wide receivers set. Austin near side left. Now they bring over Moses. 2 tight ends there. And Shields looks into the end zone, and that is picked off. Penalty flag is thrown, but an interception by Rhode Island. Then the flag came in after the interception. Let's see what this call is. Will the interception stand?
Boy, Shields would want that one back.
Pass interference, defense, number 19. The foul occurred in the end zone. The ball will be placed at the 2-yard line. First down.
Okay.
Shields gets bailed out.
Yeah, and now you have in the game Aiden Semo.
That's right.
Here it is. Shields is picked there, but they call pass interference, and now it's first and goal for Albany at the 2. And this is going to be snapped to Aiden Semo, number 9.
Little direct snap.
Shields comes out. Full house backfield here, as I like to call it.
Yeah. Wishbone.
And Aiden Semo takes the snap, heads into the end zone for a Albany touchdown. From 2 yards out, Aiden Semo, and Albany now down 38-16, pending a point after conversion.
Now you got yourself a little bit of a ball game here, Raj, and you scored quickly, right? Look, I'm just trying. Come on, don't you?
No, I hear you.
Don't you look at me like that. Aiden Semo, the direct snap with the QB. Love that. Good blocking by the offensive line. He followed his center, Max Sepulveda. And what in the world are we doing here?
What you like about Albany is that they have not thrown in the towel. They're playing hard and got a couple of touchdowns up here in this third quarter. James Bozick with the point after, and it's now 38-17.
Jared Ambrose is saying, let's go. And what happened? They didn't take a lot of time off the clock. In fact, it was less than a minute because of all the penalties.
There's still 2:42 left in the third quarter.
And your defense just stopped Rhode Island and proved that they could on a 3-and-out.
Well, let's see how Rhode Island responds now, right?
That's the key.
So it's 38-16. Now, thank you. Now it's 7. It's a little late putting that point after up, but 38-17.
You take a look at that drive.
Do we? Let me ask you this: do we see now? Do we see a couple of starters that have come out, like Antoine Littleton Jr. back in as we look at the SEMO touchdown run from 2 yards out?
That's a good question. I tell you what, I'm not sure. Maybe, or maybe you go one more drive and see what happens on this drive, because you are still up 21 points.
Because we haven't seen Littleton Jr. at all in the second half. I don't think he's hurt. I just think Coach Fleming
probably felt like,
taking a couple of starters out with the lopsided score. Remember, it was 31-3 at halftime, and it was 38-3, then 38-10, and 38-17. Bozick with the deep kick into the end zone, no return. Rhode Island will start at the 25. All right, let's see what the Great Danes defensively can do here.
They get a stop here and get the ball back to their offense by the end of the quarter. You're going to start to sense a little bit of belief on that sideline.
Things get a little tightened up.
As you like to say, I think it's getting a little bit tighter. Yeah. And Rhode Island does have to clean up these penalties. I mean, that's now 5 in the third quarter alone.
Yeah. That's Terrence Campbell running the football.
And still no Antoine, right?
Number 27, Terrence Campbell on the carry, brought down by number 1,
Stodgill with another tackle today, a couple of yards gain, second down and 8.
Gave him about 2 yards, second and 8 from the 27.
New Albany player, and that's Stodgill. Boy, he's had a tough day. It's gonna be sore tomorrow. Looks like he's okay.
He's a warrior, man.
Ooh,
he's getting beat up. That might be his shoulder. It looks like his left shoulder. Yeah. He's laboring.
Sure is.
Our guy Evan down there, Dr. Max Alley, Jay Geiger, elite group.
Gain of 2 on the play.
Yep.
Second down and 8 at the 27. 2 wide receivers to the left for Devin Farrell in the gun. Fakes the handoff, throws out to Gaines, and this time he's not wide open. And that's a nice play by Estes. Jaden Estes with the tackle. And it's going to bring up third down. A chance for UAlbany to force another punt. Estes right there with the solo tackle.
And you can almost tell, too, Rhode Island's got their foot off the pedal a little bit. They do seem like they're playing a little conservative on offense. But with that being said, UAlbany's taking advantage of that and getting the ball back, and they've scored 2 touchdowns here on back-to-back drives.
3rd and 6 at the 20, their own 29. UAlbany trying to force a punt here. Farrell back to throw, and in some trouble, and he's sacked back at the 24-yard line. And that's number 55 on your screen, folks. That is Isaiah Boyd, the linebacker, getting in and getting the sack here. There's number 55.
A big fella
getting home. Grabbed his jersey and got him down to the ground in a punting unit with James Allen is back on the field with 1:06 to go in the third.
Yes, they are. And
beautiful
just
punt.
Wow.
Beautiful punt
you
by
are
James
kidding,
Allen.
Partner.
No fair catch. Grove's going to try and return it, and he does. Stops and now gets knocked out of bounds at the 35-yard line with 52 seconds to go.
I say it's back-to-back 3 and outs. You've got the ball at the end of the quarter. Can you make this a 14-point game with a lot of time left, like 13, 12 minutes in the fourth quarter left in this game? I'm glad I said it, because UAlbany, these players that you could have easily down 35 thrown in the towel. Third quarter, this could be over. You're now giving yourself a shot in this football game, and you got to respect that.
Couldn't agree with you more. Absolutely.
And they're fighting for him right there, Jared Ambrose.
It's got to be a wake-up call for Rhode Island now going to the fourth quarter. Like, hey,
we're snoozing
we are letting them back in this game here. We're allowing them to get back in this
drives
game.
the key right here, though. This is where you have to, again, get it into the end zone, keep putting that pressure on. This is, I think it was an option play.
Running an option to LaSalle Rose Jr. is going to lose a couple of yards.
Yeah, they were all over that.
That was one of those plays that never developed.
No, it did not. Rhode Island just gets in the backfield right away.
2nd and 12 facing the Great Danes.
That brings up the Great Danes 2nd down.
Rose and Austin, 2 receivers to the near side left. At the 33-yard line of Albany. Shields looks, throws, completes the pass. Short of a 1st down. That's to Jordan Ray, the junior wideout. It's 3rd down. And that'll be the last play of the 3rd quarter. Completed pass from Shields to Ray, and we're headed to the 4th quarter here at Casey Stadium. And our score, Rhode Island 38 and Albany 17 on Flow Sports.
It's time for today's Jenkow Company's Punt, Pass, and Kick Challenge. We have Quinton with us here today. We're out on the 20-yard line, so here's what Quinton has to do. You're going to get 1 punt. You'll kick it as far as you can, and whatever yard line the ball lands on will be for the pass. Once again, it's where the ball lands. And finally, where the pass lands, you'll have a chance to kick a field goal. If you make the field goal, you're going home with $1,000 courtesy of the Jenkow Company. Quinton, are you ready? All right, fans, let's make some noise for Quinton. On 3, 2, 1. The 40-yard line. You're going to go from the 40-yard line. Come on, fans, let's make some noise for Quinton. Pass from the 40. The 32-yard line. So now you've got to make a field goal from the 32-yard line. 42-yard goal. All right, fans. Get loud and rowdy for Quinton today.
Yeah, it comes bump shot coming back and little man throw.
And not quite. Quinton, we want to thank you for joining us for the Jenkow Company's Punt, Pass, and Kick Challenge. Fortunately, you didn't win today's challenge, but you're still going home with a sweet ride time courtesy of Albany Athletics.
American honor. Make some noise one more time for your women.
And the parade of champions right there, MJ.
Some winning teams, my friend. Winning teams. A little men's lacrosse there, right?
Yeah.
Scotty Moore.
That's what Albany likes, right? Winning championships.
Winning helps a lot, doesn't it?
Let's see what the Great Danes can do here. Faced with a 3rd and 1, and they're going to get called for offsides. Costly penalty there. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 6. Just underway here in the 4th. If you're just joining us on Flow Sports, it was 38-3. It's now 38-17. Albany trying to climb back. They can't be punting the ball at all. 3rd down. Shields throws a little too high for B.J. Norman, and now it's 4th down, and you have to
you're
go
going
for
it.
it.
Yeah, a punt does you no good.
No. Can't punt the ball.
Nope.
Got to go for it on 4th down and 6 from your own 39-yard line.
And I hate to say this, but this could very well be the game if Albany does not convert this, because Rhode Island would have it deep in Albany territory and would most likely go on in and try and score.
4th down and 6 at the 39 for the Great Danes. Woodell lines up as a wide receiver to the right. Back to throw. Shields going down the left sideline, and it's incomplete. The pass intended for Jordan Ray. And they'll turn it over on downs, and now Rhode Island will have it at the UAlbany 39-yard line.
Gave it a shot. It's a good throw, 50-50 ball down the sideline, but it's well covered. And you hope that's not the end of what could have been a short-lived comeback for the Great Danes, but it's Rhode Island's going to have to, unless they penalty holding the wrong direction or a turnover, they can try to ice this game out in this fourth quarter and really utilize the clock. Expect a lot of runs or short pass plays here.
Farrell at quarterback and a lot of Winowich in the second half, and that's a great play by the UAlbany defensively. An open field by 57, Troy Berschwinger. Nice job by Troy, and a 2-yard loss on the play. Second and 12, back at the 41. For Devin Farrell in the shotgun. In motion goes Marquise Buchanan. 4 wide receivers set. Farrell to throw. Looks over the middle and open receiver inside the 15 down to the 12. And that is Quarteng. Bora Quarteng, the transfer from Sacred Heart. Estes makes the tackle in the secondary, but a nice pass play there and a first down to the UAlbany 13-yard line.
Really, really good job on that one.
And Winowich, big hole off the right side. He's down to the 5, inside the 5, and tackled at the 3-yard line. That is Gabe Winowich, the redshirt freshman. It's first and goal for the Rams.
Rhode Island knocking on the door to try and make it 45 points on this afternoon/evening, Raj. And it's really, really good blocking off the right side again, following the right guard and the right tackle in McMillian Jr. and Buxton was Winowich. He's been impressive.
Terrence Campbell in there now at running back. And they hand it off to Campbell, and he's in for a touchdown from 3 yards out. Touchdown, Rhode Island, with 13-12 to go in the fourth. Now 44-17.
Yeah, and it was a chance for UAlbany on that last drive, but now Rhode Island just kind of trying to slam that door, window, whatever analogy, cliche you want to use, shut for the game. And it's been efficient running by multiple different guys. Littleton, McClellan, Campbell, Winowich, it doesn't matter. They're all getting involved and getting their piece today.
And White with the point after, and it is up and it is good. And now Rhode Island leads the Great Danes 45-17 with a lot of time to go here in this fourth quarter. I don't know when the last time UAlbany defense has given up, say, 50 points in a game. I'd have to look through the stats on
We'd
that
have to go back in. Yeah, that's a deep dive. So I'll tell you what, might be something realistic to look up.
It might have been one of the money games.
I can already remember. Baylor was one. 2022. That's one that comes to mind. Yeah, that was like 70-10, I think.
But not in the CAA conference.
No. That's the stat there, partner, right there.
When's the last time they've even given up this many points to a team in the CAA conference? 45-17, homecoming, and I tell you what, I'll say it for however many times I've said it.
Yeah.
Great job by the University of Albany today for putting together all the festivities. The homecoming was a huge success in the stands and tailgating. I mean, it looked great here today.
Yeah,
it felt great coming in. I don't know what the announced crowd is today, but they've had really good crowds here for the home football games this year, and they've had great weather. Now I could really see Rhode Island changing their quarterback, changing a lot of things now.
I would say
45-17, I would say you could do that.
Yeah. Be more than acceptable to do that now.
Well, the point is you don't want to get your starters, anybody get hurt with, a team that could very well win the conference. But I think Villanova and William and Mary and some of their schools are are also having good years, but the
You're
the undefeated team is
You're
Rhode
going,
Island.
You're going through the gauntlet, though. You got one at home and then the road. All right.
6,158.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Last home game they had 6. They go over 6 today.
They did. Despite the record, that's loyal supporters for this
pretty
program.
Good numbers. Norman with the catch, bumped out of bounds at the 33-yard line.
Pass complete to number 10, B.J. Norman.
B.J. Norman on the reception from Shields, picks up 8 yards. 2nd down and 2. We thank Jonathan Fry for doing a great job with us in the booth again this year. We usually have Jonathan and Carter Sloan, but these guys are young guys.
They're busy.
They play fall baseball. 2nd and 3 for the Great Danes. Woodell in the backfield, 2 wide receiver set. Shields takes the snap. Pena with the blitz, and down goes Shields.
And
A.J. Pena
only
again.
matter of time where he gets back in there.
That is his 2nd sack of the game. 5.5 sacks on the year.
Yep.
For A.J. Pena. Again, FCS first team All-American last year. He is a senior, and he is a handful.
He is one of the best players defensively in the conference. He's so big, so dynamic, gets off the line of scrimmage in a hurry. And look at him. And they line him up on either edge. It's kind of like Micah Parsons. You just kind of throw him wherever.
3rd and 12, and Shields goes down again. And is that going to be will Pena get credited for another sack there? Or did Shields just slip? Regardless, it's 4th down. And the Great Danes will punt. Owen Lawson will do the honors. And the clock just moving along here with 11:25 to go in the 4th. All Rhode Island. Angel Sanchez.
He's been pretty good.
Deep to receive. Yeah, he's had some. He had one good one earlier.
Yeah, he's had a couple. He had another one, too, that was negated by a penalty, a block in the back.
Sanchez fields at the 45, makes one miss, and there he goes, and tripped up at the 42-yard line. There's a penalty flag thrown, though, back at the 45. So we'll have an illegal block.
Well, again, if you're Coach Fleming, like, why? We don't need to be doing this again. You know.
Okay, so Stodgill, left shoulder out with a left shoulder strain.
I figured that was coming.
Not going to put him back in the game.
No need.
After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 10, Rhode Island.
So Rhode Island has it 1st and 10 at their own 35. And I would think a steady dose of running the football. Winovich picks up 4 or 5 yards on that run. New Albany will have to regroup in a hurry as they'll fall to 0-3 in the conference. And you and I will be on a road trip Saturday morning down to Philadelphia. A little Philadelphia trip.
Yeah.
4 hours and change, maybe. I don't know.
Thank you for driving, too. That was nice that you offered that the other day. Thank you.
I'll be sleeping in the passenger
What?
side.
That goes against everything you said.
Are you working Friday night? I don't think you are. Campbell with the carry, close to a 1st down.
What's that, about 5 hours? Philly?
I've made the trip
at least 4.5
with you Albany, but it's a good haul. It's not.
Yeah.
It's one of the longest ones.
All right.
It might not be.
Delaware State was about 5. Yeah.
Yeah, it might be a little, maybe a tad short of the Delaware State, but not by much.
All right. Buckle up there, buddy.
And it's a, what, 3:30 kick?
3:30 kick, yeah.
All right. 3rd and 1 at the 44. Campbell 1st down. Crosses the 45 to the 47.
This is the most Rhode Island's run the football in a game this year. The most attempts they've had.
Dylan Donathan with another tackle. He was a leading tackler, I believe, in the Stony Brook game.
Yeah, he was. He was, Raj. You're right about that. And Denzel Patrick just limped off, too. Don't want to keep losing guys at the end of this. Number 2 with the shoulder kind of.
Here's the other thing, and not making excuses because then Jared Ambrose is not. But you know how many season-ending injuries at UAlbany?
Yeah, and that's out of your
this
control.
season.
I mean, it's brutal.
Well, I'm going to give you the number. 11.
11. They're also significant losses too. Look no further than Sunogo on the edge, right? Ron Holmes.
Yeah.
I mean, there's got Caden Birdie's out for a while
Ron
now
Holmes
too.
has been their leading tackler.
Yeah, leading tackler. Yeah, I mean, these are guys in key positions that have been hurt and are in 11 season-ending, like you said.
11 season-ending injuries for UAlbany. I mean, everyone has season-ending injuries. I get it.
Yeah.
But 11 is a high number.
It's
It really
astronomically high. It has to lead the CAA conference, I would have to think.
2nd and 7 right at midfield for Rhode Island.
Yep.
And Farrell's going to throw it.
I was going to say, they're still throwing the ball.
He's going to throw it for a first down.
Oh.
Winowich got around Berschwinger and takes the ball all the way down to the 32-yard line of UAlbany. And they're threatening to score more points, and they already have 45 on the board. And I don't honestly know if Littleton Jr. is hurt or not, or they just took him out. But, I mean, it looks like a lot of their starters are still in the game. I mean, their starting quarterback is still in the game. Although this isn't their starting quarterback. That's that is their backup quarterback that's now in.
Yep.
And they just a toss left to Campbell. And he carries his way down, runs down to the 25-yard line. Gain of 6 yards on first down. So there is the backup quarterback that's in right now for Rhode Island. And that is Connor Kenyon. Connor Kenyon with the pitch to Terrence Campbell.
I mean, if that's it for Devin Farrell, you want to talk about perfect, Raj? Yeah. Listen to this. Yeah. 19 for 20, 333 yards, 4 TDs, and no turnovers. That is nearly perfect.
Yeah, have a day.
I mean, we knew he was good. He had over 1,800 yards. We featured him in the open for that reason. He's really good. And when you give him time and you don't put pressure on him, he could be the best quarterback in the conference. Now, this is a Rhode Island team last year. I remember last game of the year I was at, they had Kasim Hill. They've churned around a lot of quarterbacks, and he's a Virginia Tech transfer too. So he's played at the ACC in the next level. It shows.
It's a first down on the run by Terrence Campbell, and they're at the 21-yard line of UAlbany. There's A.J. Pena having a day, talking to Coach
Fleming.
Fleming.
All smiles.
It'll be a nice bus ride home for the Rhode Island Rams tonight.
About 3 hours to Kingston, right, where their campus is.
Campbell again on the carry. Clock moving right along here, 6:21 to go. Matt Kearns will talk to Coach Fleming at the end of this game.
He will.
Second and 6 at the UAlbany 17-yard line here.
Starting to have to dig into the depth chart for
the
Rams here.
Winowich has been the guy running the ball in the second half, and he's
runs
running
hard.
well. He does. He's on their depth chart.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Littleton Jr. and Brendan Barrow and Gabe Winowich. Those are your three. Those are the main 3 ball carriers. But we've seen Terrence Campbell here today. Yeah, Connor Kenyon is from Austin, Texas. He's a redshirt sophomore. He's in at quarterback. And he flips it to Winowich. And Winowich pounds his way to about the 6-yard line. It'll be second down and goal. And Winowich is from Bloomfield Hills, Michigan. Number 20 right there. He's put up some yardage in this game.
Yeah, he has. Which up well over, he's over 50 yards in this game. Approaching 60 on the ground.
Second and goal at the 6. 4:45 to go in the 4th. Rhode Island looking to improve to 4-0 in the CAA. Kenyon Winowich straight ahead to about the 2. It'll be 3rd and goal for the Rams. Tremendous effort by Rhode Island all the way around today. Kudos to Coach Fleming and this team. They're going to be a tough out, no doubt.
They're, I would say, the favorites at this rate.
Hard to disagree with that. Winowich not getting in there. It's going to be 4th down.
And probably offense going to stay on the field.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to run the football and see if Albany can stop them. And if not, they're going to go over 50 points in this game.
They are. As the fans start to file out.
It's going to be 4th and goal. They'll spot the ball at the 2. Connor Kenyon under center. He's going to roll out, throw, and it's a touchdown. Touchdown, Rhode Island. And that is the tight end, Will Dixon. There's Connor Feiner, and then there's that tight end, Will Dixon. And he's got a touchdown. And Rhode Island up 51-17.
We're putting up a 50 spot here on homecoming. It's not easy to do. And Albany defense didn't have any answers for the Rhode Island offense, whether it was Kenyon, whether it was Farrell, who was basically perfect. This Rhode Island team is very good. It's not going to get any easier, unfortunately, if you're Jared Ambrose and company.
Wait a minute. Did White miss an extra point?
He did.
He did.
His first of the year, and I guess it won't matter.
No, it's certainly not going to matter.
That was his first. He was about 20 for 20.
Wait, that was 46. Who kicked that? I don't think it was White.
No, that's. Wait a minute.
Oh, yeah, it was White. That was White.
Oh, he missed his first.
Yeah,
Can't be perfect.
Yeah. We got a timeout. 51-17 Rhode Island on Flow Sports.
Get on your feet and show us those muscles. It's time for tonight's Men Fitness Flex Care.
And our CDTA rusher of the game, Dylan Donathan. He got that sack early in the game. Donathan, good player, and as I mentioned earlier, he was out, missed 2 years ago, didn't play at all with an injury. He was out last year. He's good. He's only a sophomore, too. Be a big part of the future of this program. Dylan Donathan from Damascus, Maryland, number 41. Congrats to Dylan on the award today from CDTA. And speaking of which, I'd like to thank the sponsors of Albany Football, Broadview, the official financial institution of the Great Danes, Bone and Joint Center, orthopedic excellence and exceptional care. And of course, Reimer, homes in the capital region rely on the Rhino. For your heating, cooling, or plumbing issues, call Reimer Home Services at 888-509-HORN or visit callreimer.com today. 3:26 left in this one. 1st and 10, Albany at the 25. Shields hands it off, and that is the young man I was telling you about that I thought might get into this game even earlier than what he just did. That's number 27. That's the freshman out of Philadelphia, Keon Kenner, that the coaching staff, including Jared Ambrose, are very high on this young man. Right there, number 27.
Yep.
Keon Kenner. And we might see him moving forward with some reps this season.
Yeah, getting some minutes. Some minutes,
some experience.
Yeah.
Always as a freshman, you like to, everybody wants to play. Want to get on the field somehow, some way. And they give it to same guy. That's Kenner.
Number 27, Keon Kenner at the carry. Gain of 4, 43-yard line. 2nd and 6, Albany.
Gain of 4, 2nd down and 6.
Talk about nationally, it's a great day for college football too, huh?
Yeah.
So that Ole Miss game is competitive. Vanderbilt took down LSU. They're legit. My Irish with a big game against USC coming up tonight too.
2nd and 6 at the 43 for the Great Danes. 3 receivers.
And this will be
split wide to the left. Renner again. Tackled on the play that time for no gain.
And that is the 2-minute warning.
That was Gabe Franco for Rhode Island. It's going to be 3rd down and 6. When we come back out of the 2-minute warning here at KC Stadium, Rhode Island 51, Albany 17 on Flow Sports.
Albany's fall breeze is blowing. Keep your home warm with Reimer. Book your furnace tune-up today. Stay cozy all season long. 24/7 heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical services. Get Reimer on the horn. Call 518-978-HORN.
Hi, everybody. I'm Roger Weiland. Join me along with Michael Johnson Jr. every Monday through Friday from 10 to 1 for Big Board Sports on 104.5 The Team.
And make sure you start your day at 6 a.m. till 10 a.m. with DiPietro and Rothenberg right here on 104.5 The Team.
Hey everybody, it's MJ here. Tune in every weekday from 3 to 4 p.m. for my own show, Open Mic. You can also catch New York Yankees baseball, Buffalo Bills football, NFL on Westwood One, Albany Sports and more on the Capital Region's home for New York sports, 104.5 The Team, ESPN Radio.
At Broadview, supporting your quest to be your best is why we're here. And it's personal. You already do your best to meet life's challenges. Try your best. You've got this. You see the best in others and lend a hand. Wherever you are on life's journey, helping you be your best is the reason we're here. Let's get started. Learn about becoming a Broadview member at broadviewfcu.com.
Albany's fall breeze is blowing. Keep your home warm with Reimer. Book your furnace tune-up today. Stay cozy all season long. 24/7 heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical services. Get Reimer on the horn. Call 518-978-HORN.
And the player of the game, the Broadview Federal Credit Union player of the game, Griffin Woodell.
All right,
He
Griff.
had the touchdown, and right here you're looking at it, and had a good day for Griff. A junior running back from the 5-1-8. And on 3rd and 6, that is number 22 for the Great Danes. That's Joey Koch carrying the football. Short of the first down by 2 yards, so 4th down and 2. 1:52 left in this 4th quarter. Another tough loss here at home for Albany.
Yeah.
They had the tough loss against Stony Brook. And then had a week off and thought maybe they could correct a few things. But unfortunately for them, not so much today.
A lot of the same mistakes, right? Turnovers at the top, penalties, and just the defense having some problems.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, like statistically with the offense, as we pointed out at halftime. And even when you look at the final
they have
numbers,
over 300 yards.
When you look at total number of plays and yards, it's not going to be as lopsided as that scoreboard is looking right now. But defensively, just give up 51 points. You're not gonna win games that way.
No.
Fourth down and 2 for Albany. Clock is moving with 1:10 to go. Rhode Island has Bryant next week. Albany at Villanova. And Villanova had a huge win over Hampton today. Timeout, Great Danes with 1:02 left.
Yep. Just one last discussion. See what you can draw up on fourth down if you can extend this drive.
There are 2 more home games, too, in November, back-to-back, the 8th and the 15th.
Bryant and Towson.
And then a road trip to Monmouth to close out the year.
Yep. 5 more games on the schedule for the Danes.
Goes by quickly because now you start the basketball season starts before the football season is over.
It does.
You deal with that every year.
The crossover in November,
every year.
right? Yeah.
Always a couple of games. And then, really gets tricky if there's a playoff year. Like
that was 2
years
ago.
Then
You're
it
going
really
into
gets
December.
tricky.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. Which you hope for because that means you've had a great year.
Yeah, you want to be playing football in December.
4th and 2. Whoa. Fumbles the football.
Oh, no.
Keon fumbled it and going the other way. Is that going to be a touchdown? It is.
It is.
Oh, my goodness. So Kenner fumbled the ball. That's the freshman. And it was scooped up by Hibbert, the defensive back.
It literally was.
And Layson Hibbert goes the other way for another touchdown by Rhode Island, and they now have 57 points.
It's gotten ugly. Yeah, he got flipped the hit on his head, too. I was like, I thought that was just a hard hit. I even see the ball come out and scoop and score, and this Rhode Island Rams team is winning in every phase of this football game.
And White with the point after, and he drills this one home right down the middle. 51 seconds to go, and it's 58-17. Here's what happened on this play. Yep, flipped literally on his head. Ball pops out, and Hibbert, starting defensive back, runs in for a touchdown.
Sometimes you can't really make it up, can you?
No. You certainly can't.
And you knew Albany was a sizable underdog heading into this, but this, I don't know. I don't know if many people expected this final score, huh?
No, I don't think you would have expected this today. And then, of course, that just adds to the way this day has gone for the Great Danes. But Coach Ambrose will keep this, he will say the right things, do the right things, get back out here next week and practice and get ready to go to Villanova. And what else can you really do? As you said, there's still 5 games left in the season.
You got to try to finish strong. You really do.
Got 1 win so far. It was home against Cornell.
Yep.
Now you're 3 games into the CAA schedule.
Yep.
And you'll be searching for your first win next week at Nova.
That's all you can do. On to the next opportunity, as Coach Ambrose likes to say. And this, I would have to imagine, is taking a knee.
It'll be 1st and 10 at the 25, and I would think now you just call this a day, and I get trying to play hard, maybe putting the points on the board or whatever, but it's now 58-17. Time to call this one a day, shake some hands, and Rhode Island get on the bus and head back. And we'll see what happens next week.
That we will.
look back on the turning points in this game is when Albany was driving. I forget what the score was at the time.
Yeah, the Carter
but it was
Moses play.
Yeah, the tip ball, the second interception of the game.
Yeah.
And the tip ball, because Moses was open,
Yeah.
it would have been 1st and goal inside the 10.
Right.
Now, you still have to play defense and stop Rhode Island. But
You
I'm
do.
saying from a momentum standpoint, and the crowd's still here and into the game.
Yeah.
That to me was a turning point in this game.
Also, too,
in favor
when it was
of Rhode Island.
when it was 38-17, and it was that 4th down play, that one-on-one on the sideline, and when Rhode Island got the ball back, that kind of also felt like the final piece too, and that's it.
Yeah, that
Coaches
will
are
do
gonna
it.
come.
And Coach Fleming and Coach Ambrose know each other pretty well. They're friends, and I'm sure that Coach Fleming will have some nice things to say to Coach Ambrose as they embrace here, as this one is over, and we're going to go down to Matt Kearns to talk to Coach Jim Fleming as this team goes to, 6-2 overall, and they're 4-0 now in the CAA conference.
Yep, Coach Fleming going to make his way through, but this Rhode Island team, dominant is the word to describe this performance today. And they are well on their way to a potential season like Albany had two years ago, where they could be playing important and impactful football.
They're pretty good
In December.
They're
good.
good. They're
Raj,
good.
they're good on all phases. I mean, that's the thing too. I mean, Farrell was borderline perfect.
Here are the final stats. One rushing, 142 to 133. Passing, they threw for 335 yards. Albany 192.
Yeah.
First downs relatively even. Penalty yards, I mean, Rhode Island's going to clean that up. 117 in penalty.
And here comes.
And Rhode Island time of possession, 32 to 27.
Yep.
All right, we're going down to Matt.
Just about as Coach Fleming's getting set. I think we're good.
All right, let's go to Matt Kearns, who's got Coach Jim Fleming. Matt.
Last time you guys did that was over 20 years ago, back in 2005, breaking records here.
Yeah, that's a long time waiting for something like that, but, it all kind of came together with us in a perfect storm. So, we had the turnovers turned on. We had, a lot of things go our way, and, found a way to go ahead and rack up the points. So I'm very happy, very pleased with our football team.
Absolutely, and when you look at the stat line, Devin Farrell had more touchdowns than incompletions. That says something about your quarterback. Very impressive performance. What was he seeing out there? What were you seeing from the sideline that made the passing game so effective?
Well, you get the running game going, try to continue to hammer home that with the RPO game, and then Devin just makes good decisions. He got out of a couple of bad situations and threw dimes. He's been doing it all week in practice, so practice transitioned into what he did during the game.
You guys have Bryant next week. How are you looking to continue this momentum here in conference play?
Yeah, we'll get back after 3.5 hour ride, and we'll go ahead and get strapped up and go to work again on Monday morning and get ready for Bryant. It's a big game. Every conference game is a championship game, so we just got to continue to improve.
Congratulations, Coach. Thank you very much. Raj, MJ, back to you guys.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, thank you, Matt. We appreciate that. Thank you to Coach Fleming as well. And thank you to Jonathan Fry. Great work up here. MJ, we'll see you soon, my friend. I'll see you next week. Final score from Casey Stadium here at the University of Albany, Rhode Island 58 and Albany 17. For the entire crew, I'm Roger Weiland. So long, everyone.